Is that because I'm in the same room? Do I need to kill that?
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. I don't know what just happened to our music. Our music just borked. Completely and utterly borked. Everything. Wow. Oh, my God. Welcome to the backstage view of Happy Hour from the Tower. I've got the spinning beat. There we go. Yeah, we're really here. Pretend you don't hear us.
Camera 1. Lights to full.
And cue camera 2. Camera 2. God damn it, camera 2, where are you? This might be the new thing we do.
Right. Something you have to know about T. He'll read whatever's on the teleprompter. Stay classy, Nessus.
Greetings, Warlocks, Hunters, Titans, and all the ships at sea. It is a well-oiled machine today in the studio, live for Happy Hour from the Tower, and I am your host, Hitting Puberty. I'm T. Morris.
If there's one thing I've learned in all my travels,
What is it?
nothing kills a guardian faster than another guardian.
Or puberty, one or the other. And sitting across from me,
I'm Nick Kelly.
That's it. Now I'm pissed.
I'm pissed too because, man, I tell you what, it's like the first time we've ever done this freaking podcast.
Why is my voice different?
Well, oh, you've got the bell.
Oh,
You've got the bell.
Yeah, I'm not playing. You don't touch my phone. Here's your bell back. I know better.
That was a quick shout out to the
The Santa Clarita Diet, season
Clarita
3,
diet.
brand
Because
new on
I was
Netflix.
calling like Santa Clara diet or something like that. But that's also a big shout out to Joy Osmansky, friend of the show.
Yeah,
Voice of Failsafe. Voice of Failsafe.
She's actually Tigress in the upcoming adaptation of Stargirl.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. But as you all know her, you know her as this.
My hull is in 108 pieces.
It is.
Decks 1 through 20 are buried, and my coolant system. I am a mess.
All right. So as
Humans.
humans don't need to know how to do a podcast.
I find myself doing that at work nowadays. I'm just like, ugh, humans.
So hey, Nick,
Yeah.
how has the time been since we last been on? That's the reason why we're doing this podcast. We are actually doing doubles today. We're doing a fire team of 2.
It's a delayed Crimson
Days
Days
podcast.
It's just two of us.
Just two of us. Just
Right.
Just the two of us.
We can
Make it if we try. Just the two of us.
We actually injected something, and Brandon is now turned into a cat. On
There
the
he-
desk.
yeah,
So, no,
exactly.
My
You know-
son is on a roller coaster right now, and I'm a
man.
literal roller coaster, not
Good
just the
man.
emotional roller coaster of being a teenager.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. And I hate to break it to my kid, that doesn't stop anytime soon.
Man,
So anyway, yeah. So where is Brandon? Where is Thermal Wolf today?
he is at a birthday party at
There's the big cat.
King's
Thanks, cat.
Dominion, which is a huge amusement park that we have here in northern-ish Virginia.
Northern-ish
And
Virginia,
it is. We go every year around Halloween for
The sad thing
Halloween
about King's Dominion, they've closed Volcano. That was an amazing ride.
So funny thing.
Okay.
Okay, so when you go to Halloween Haunt,
Yeah.
there's a graveyard when you're first walking in.
All right.
If you look at all the gravestones, they're all the names of the rides that they've closed over time.
Oh my God! So they're gonna have a freshly dug grave for
Everything's
Volcano.
right. Yeah, the Smurf Mountain and
Oh my God.
Yogi's Cave, and it's all
It's
all there.
But I can understand why, but at the same time, I cannot understand why they shut down Volcano, because I rode that for the first time last year with my little guardian, Serena, who is now playing Destiny 2. Thank you very much. And she and I went on Volcano, and that was a trip, man. If I were to rank all the different roller coasters that I rode and which ones really stood out for me, the Intimidator was freaking nuts.
That's
That-
the one named after Dale Earnhardt.
Yes, and that is the one that is supposed to simulate what it's like to be. Yes, that's straight down.
Straight down.
Man, you're feeling every that. I think it was that one where we hit the first hill and I couldn't breathe, and then there's Volcano. Volcano comes at a solid number 2.
Just in King's Dominion, or are you talking overall?
I'm just talking about just King's Dominion.
Okay.
Overall, you want to go into. Wait, no, we can't. That is another podcast for another time. I could
give me one of your top 3.
Space Mountain, easily Space Mountain.
Space Mountain's dope.
Just for the fact that you don't see where you're going, and it's just you're basically having a roller coaster experience inside a giant planetarium.
So, I would say one of my favorites is definitely the Incredible Hulk down at Islands of Adventure in Orlando,
wow.
because you're starting off with the traditional going up the
yeah.
track, and then because of the dialogue, the nuclear thing that turns you into the Hulk, and it just shoots you the rest of the way up. So
Oh,
you don't have a
wow.
chance to go, okay, we're getting ready, take a breath.
Yeah.
Nope, you're just gone.
You're gone.
And the first time that happened to me was in the Mummy, which is in the same park.
Right.
And I didn't know it was coming, so I was super loose, like, yeah, cool, whatever, da-da-da. And it shot us out the first time, and I hit my elbow so hard, I had a blood bruise
Wow.
for 4 days. Like,
So-
don't touch him. Honey, stand on my left side.
I mean, the volcano kind of caught me off guard with that too, because you're just cruising through,
Yeah.
and it's suspended. The track is above you, so you just hear this. You hear the guy counting down 5, 4, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be tough. And then the guy goes 3, 2, 1. Have fun, and then suddenly you feel like you just get kicked in the pants, and you're a bullet out of a gun. You are a bullet out of a gun. It's
the
ridiculous.
suspended ones where your feet are not touching anything.
Yeah.
That's
First off,
leveling
Chad,
up.
Chad, I swear to God, we're going to talk about Destiny, but right now we're on a roller coaster kick.
Chad, do you have a favorite roller coaster? We would love
Yeah!
to hear.
Chad, come on, Chad.
One of the
favorite roller coasters.
One of the
Top it in
companies that
stream.
I worked for actually rented out Marvel Superhero Island.
Oh my God.
The whole so the Doctor
Wow.
Doom Terror Tower and the Spider-Man 3D
Yeah,
ride.
yeah,
I went on the Hulk. Every time I got off, I was walking. Somebody was like, "Hey Kelly, come on!" And we're going on the Hulk. And just endless. But the best thing about it, the whole experience was, they had people there dressed as Rogue and Storm and everybody else. We talked to the kid playing Spider-Man for at least 10 or 15 minutes.
I think you told me this.
And the whole time he was perched on a parking meter.
Yeah. And
Just
and he did
never broke character.
Never
not
broke
that we're like,
character.
this is amazing. This is so cool.
Hey, they're pros down there, man. They're pros. All right.
Right.
So let's actually talk. Let's actually talk some Destiny talk. So it's been the reason why we're doing a 2-man show. Why we didn't want to wait for B or for Obi. Obi's out of commission. I talked to Obi. Obi pulled a 30-hour day, getting back from a celebration with his family. They were celebrating the 50th anniversary of his parents, and then he drove from that part of Florida, I believe it was Florida, all the way back to South Carolina, and then he got back on. He started playing Destiny, and he actually helped me grind this morning for the Thorn. And after 4 attempts, I think it was 4 attempts, he just said, "Guys, I'm in the 30 hour. I can't go anymore." Wow. And we were just like, "Ron, go and get some sleep."
Oh man.
So Ron's down, Brandon's out, so it's just us. But I wanted to make sure we got a podcast out about what's been going on lately, all the good stuff in Destiny, because it has been the last time we did a podcast. We were talking about what was coming up for
And some of that has come.
for Season of the Drifter, and
Yes.
some of it has come. Some other stuff has been coming since then, and it's been a crazy ride.
I want to hear everybody's thoughts on
Oh, yeah.
Season of the Drifter. So literally chat it up. Like, be talkative, please. Fisher wants to know about the economics
Yeah,
of Twitch.
Paul Fisher. You've met Paul Fisher.
Is that maybe in your Twitch for Dummies book? By
That
any
is
chance?
in Twitch for Dummies, available at stores everywhere. You can go on ahead and flash that up on the
Be happy.
Yeah, there we go.
There.
Yes, available in bookstores everywhere.
Paul.
Thank you very much, everybody. All right, so
Sidekick. Oh, sorry.
Sidekick. Wow, that's a great. Oh, real quick gaming news.
Yes.
Bruce Campbell is coming to Dead by Daylight.
Ash is coming to Dead by
Ash
Daylight.
is coming.
You are
No,
correct.
voiced by Bruce Campbell.
So
Come on, Bruce Campbell and Ash. They're the same. They're one and the same.
Well, except it now
no.
they really want to. Look, I love that. By the way, it's Brandon has agreed to watch the Evil Dead movies with me because of that.
Oh, I got to be there for some of those. I got to be there for at least Army of Darkness.
Farewell to Arms.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, Dead by Daylight makers. I know we haven't touched Destiny yet.
Getting there.
Next addition to the game, Bubba Hotep.
Yeah,
It's got to be Bubba Hotep.
Man, that is one of the most underrated Bruce Campbell films ever made.
Oh, I think it's probably his best acting.
I know it is, because he's not doing an impersonation of Elvis. He is Elvis in his 70s.
Right.
And he's sucking souls like some kind of Bubba Hotep. God, I love that movie.
It's like the dog.
Freaking love that movie.
Are we allowed to curse? I don't know if I'm.
No, it's not.
The dog junk of Anubis. We'll see. We'll say that. That's
It's
not the
dog-
line, but
Yeah. All right.
So
Back
good.
to Destiny. So first off, let's talk a
Yeah.
little bit about the updates for the titles we've been going after.
Oh,
So right now you are chomping through what you need to do for Chronicler. Am I correct?
yeah, and thank you again. Get the bell ready. Thank you again to Braytech.org.
Braytech.org.
Consolidates
Man.
things, makes it very, very cool. And also the folks who spent the time to make it so you can add everything into your Google Calendar,
Oh,
including like
yeah.
who the boss is for this week of Escalation Protocol,
yeah.
which week it is of the curse, like all of that. Like I have all of that in my Google calendar. It's insane.
Did we actually do that Braytech show, or did we say we were going to do a show about Braytech? Because I know we talked about.
We need to steal
Braytech.
them and get them on.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We absolutely do. That would be awesome. Again, big thanks to Braytech for helping me out because so last week I had and that's the other thing. The reason why there's been kind of a pause, a delay between shows is that my wife and I, the effervescent Pip Valentine, she and I went to Clockwork Alchemy out west, had a great time out there, and but the last time I actually got to sit down and play Destiny was the Wednesday because we had an early Thursday morning flight to catch.
But early.
Yeah, like the Uber guy came in around 3:30 in the morning to pick us up. That's how early it was. But Wednesday I had like one of the most productive days. I nailed the Ascended Challenge. I got not only the last bit of lore that I needed, but I also got the last of the corrupted eggs. And let me tell you something. The last corrupted egg. Okay, you want to know how difficult Bungie made it? It's happening during the corrupted nightfall. I am descending down an elevator, and as you're descending down an elevator, oh and yeah, ads are coming at you. The egg is perched on a windowsill, and it falls, and it's tumbling, and that's what I have to hit.
Wow.
3 attempts, and I finally got it.
Nice.
So what now? What? But let's go back. Let's focus first with Nick. So how are you doing on your curse? On your not curse, but Chronicler.
Chronicler.
How are you doing on the Chronicler title?
So I'll tell you. So I knocked out some other things, and then I'll tell you about the Chronicler.
Sweet.
So I've got. I only need 8 more region chests total, and they're all, of course, in the Dreaming City.
There you go.
We even got the ones that we were lucky enough to go into the heroic machinist, right?
Right.
Because there's 2 things that you have to get in there.
Yep.
Got all the lost sectors discovered. Got all the adventures except for one, which of course is on Mercury.
Mercury.
Because we were doing.
Mercury.
Because we were doing the corrupted. I've got a couple more of the Ahamkara bones.
Great.
Ask me about the cat statues.
I'm going to get to that. Yeah, I want to hear about this. So what about the cat statues, my friend?
So I have all of the lore for the Forsaken Prince.
Right.
It's all done.
Right.
I have all of the ghost stories found.
Okay.
All 23.
Okay.
Of the Awoken on the Reef, I have 20 out of the 23 done.
Okay.
I have been to 2 of the cat statues.
So that means
I didn't have the thing with me. The mint or whatever the stupid offering is.
Oh, the offering of
I didn't
mint.
have room, so I vaulted them. So I'm staring at this cat going, now I got to do this damn jump puzzle all over again.
Yeah.
Like an
what's
amateur.
Wait, is it the one where you had to go through all the cliffs?
There
and then
2.
Yeah.
So I did 2 of those.
Yeah. Well, at least now you know where they are.
I did one on I didn't fall at all. I was pretty impressed. But yes,
very nice.
but then there's some that are like up in a tree and
Yeah, exactly. But the cat statue quest is actually a lot of fun. I think so. I thought so anyway.
The emblem's awesome.
Yeah,
I know you're rocking the
I
emblem,
rock that emblem as much as I can.
Yep.
That's me being a cat owner. So how close are you now to Cursebreaker? I'm sorry,
Chronicler.
Chronicler. How close are you to Chronicler?
I'm not.
You're not.
I'm not. I still have a ton of stuff to do.
But the good news is that they pushed back the deadline to get the emblem. And I mean, you can get the title at any time, but if you want to get the emblem or the shirt or anything like that, you can go on ahead and you can get that pretty much any time. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once I get the other 3 of the Awoken, I'll be 6 out of 10.
That's great.
I got to figure out how to get the
you're
rest
over
of
halfway there.
Well, and the Drifter stuff is the guy 5 out of 10 because I think it's dependent on the Allegiance quest, which we have to talk about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's definitely up. That's definitely
right.
Up. So
maybe I have to make another character and go the opposite side, which I don't want to do.
Well, see, that's what I did.
My colossal dumbass is just going to make 3 Titans. It doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, I know. But you can make like a light Titan and a dark Titan. You could always do it that way.
Just do the, anyways.
Anyways, for
You're right,
myself,
Paul. Bubba Hotep is absolutely awesome.
Yes, Bubba Hotep is awesome. So as far as
How about you? You've got Wayfair.
I did get, that was the other thing that happened on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I stand corrected. I got all the lore and the bones. I completed what I needed to complete before I left for San Francisco. But the other thing I completed was that I got Wayfair. So I actually have my first title. So between the three of us, I broke the seal.
Close.
But I heard that Brandon also was like, you know what, guys? I think I'm just going to stay true to brand, and I'm just going to push for Dredgen.
Well, and that's just him
That's
playing.
him.
Like
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, like he'll get Dredgen. Like that's done. But for him to get another one, like for Wayfair, he's close. Like it's that stupid.
It's
Nokris.
It's Nokris.
Strange terrain.
You know what?
I did also finish the 2 collections.
Okay.
The one for Warmind and Osiris.
Yeah, nice.
And I think the other one is right here. Red War. Yeah, because I was missing one gun.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
It is.
It's weird, the little things that you're missing. And, of course, breaktech.org keeps you up to speed on what you need to complete all the collections. So Wayfair I've got, and I'm rocking it, very proud of it. I went on ahead, and I'm now sitting on the email that basically says, collect your pin. And I'm like, yay! Cursebreaker. Okay.
Oh, wave splitter. That was the last thing I needed.
Oh, the wave splitter.
Yes,
Nice.
I got my sleeper. I got my sleeper simulant that I talked to you guys. I got my.
You got the Akelos shotgun.
I have,
cannon,
and I'm at the very.
the
I have to do
SMG.
3 PvP rounds to finish the. Well, at this point, it's just the ornament for the Nascent Dawn.
Oh, Nascent Dawn. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So yeah, so right now with Cursebreaker, I'm sitting at 10 out of 11. And
What's the last thing you gotta do?
the last there are 2 things I got to pick
Shattered
up.
Throne.
I got to do that. I got to farm the Shattered Throne because exactly. Because no matter how many times, no matter if I just do the Shattered Throne, there is no guarantee. It was like with the Corrupted Nightfall. It's RNG. I basically have to pray to RNGesus and say, please, please, please be nice to me and let this drop.
Strange terrain.
I know, strange terrain, baby. How many times? Now, granted, we were having a great time doing it, but how many times did we run it?
I could tell you.
How many times did we run that? We ran strange terrain in the ground.
Because it's so funny because it's like your favorite Nightfall is blank. And I'm like, it's not my favorite Nightfall. It's just the one we've repeatedly done because Brandon needs it.
Right.
And I think I know I said it to you before we hit the big red button, but the Sunbreak gear that Tess has this week, I'm really enjoying the look of that.
It's the armor, right? It's the armor that she's got.
The Titan armor.
Yeah.
Yep.
What I think I might actually go on ahead and buy my very first thing from Tess. Like actually use physical money to get it.
Is it the Thornament?
I want to get the Thornament.
Yeah.
I really want to get the Thornament.
Brandon asked me, hey, can I have some real money to do this? And I'm like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, there you go. So, but going back to it, so yeah, what I need two items now because I took Big Marvinsky's advice, Big Marv, Big Marvinsky. If I've got a mod in chat, go ahead and give a shout out to the Big Marvinsky. If not, I'll go on ahead and get to that. But Marv basically said, T, you're just gonna have to push out of your comfort zone, and you're gonna you should really grind. You should grind the Corrupted Nightfall on stream. So Friday, I launched at 5. Started. Said, okay, I need to go on ahead and I need to reach out to some people and find out if anybody wants to run the Corrupted Nightfall. And sure enough, and this is actually me going, wow, I guess I'm really starting to build a community. Jackie, Mare for Bear is her actual screen name, but it's Jackie Chaos. Jackie Chaos.
Okay.
Jackie Chaotic. Jackie Chaotic. That is her name. Jackie Chaotic in stream basically said, I'll do the Nightfall with you. So it was me, Obi, and Jackie, and we spent a good hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, grinding the Corrupted Nightfall. First run was really rough. It was about as rough as when you and I ran it with Brandon. It was rough.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
Yeah. Then we did the second time, got a little cleaner. Did another time go? We actually went. The first time we got on it was like 32 minutes. The second time we did it, or rather, the last time we did it,
Yeah.
we got it down to 20.
Yeah. Well, part of that was me falling and somehow surviving a really, really long fall.
Oh, yeah.
And then doing the superhero landing and landing about 2 feet away from Brandon's character. And he's like, all of a sudden, I just heard this.
You know what it was? Because I discovered what that is.
Inbound.
Apparently, that is the way you're supposed to do the drop. You're just supposed to, because see, here's what's happening. What happens is you do that when you're in the Corrupted Nightfall. So, chat, if you're not familiar with the Corrupted Nightfall, there's this one place where you're looking straight down and you're looking for a portal. You're in the Ascended Plane and you're looking for the portal back to the real world. There are little platforms that you can jump to, and then there's just this straight down drop. If you do the straight down drop, when you go through the portal from the Ascended Plane to the real world, it slows you down.
Oh.
So you go, you're a bullet. I did this like 3 times in a row. You're a bullet, and then suddenly you hit the plane, and it's like, oh,
Here I am.
here I am. Hey guys, and then that's just the way it is.
MyPillow.com.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's
know.
a thing. It's a thing. So that's what I need. I need to hit Ascended Challenges, and I need to hit the Shattered Throne. And so it's going to be a rough ride between now and August. But I really believe that between now and I'm optimistic that between now and August, I better get that damn ship and Ghost, because I know people have been grinding for it, and they're saying I can't get it.
Gotta get Brandon the Sentry. It's the one thing. Got to get him the stupid gun from Strange Terrain.
Yeah, we'll get it.
I know.
We'll get it for him.
Oh, I know.
But man, that night when you and I think the 3 of us ran Strange Terrain like 4 or 5 times back to back, and we just got goofier and goofier. But our time kept getting better and better. Ogre Room.
Ogre Room.
Ogre Room.
Right.
Big Ben, Parliament.
Oh, jeez.
So that's where we are with our title updates.
Yeah. Now, I will say, it's not a title that... There's 2 titles that they added that none of us talked about, but they look cool. And so if anybody has them, I saw my first blacksmith
Yeah, you
in the Dreaming City 2 nights ago. Yeah, which that's somebody who grinded the forge.
The forge.
Yeah, because there's 17 different things you have to do to get that.
That is a ridiculous grind. And
I would
mean,
do it.
hats off to you.
Actually, I want to do it because I want all the lore for Ada, because I think it's fast. Like the character study is really kind of cool.
I want to get back into grinding the Black Armory because Obi got the ship. He got the Black
Really?
Armory ship.
Okay.
It is gorgeous. But also, not only do I think the weapons are beautiful from the Black Armory,
Yeah.
but the armor that you can get from the Black Armory is fantastic. I mean, it's just slick, it's bold, it's beautiful. I absolutely love it.
There was a dude at Katsucon who had built the sniper rifle that looks like a sword, whatever. I don't know
right,
what the hell it's called,
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, but he had that. He had a couple of guns, and God bless Brandon. Brandon's like, that's such and such. And I'm like, that's what? And he's like, that's the gun. And then that's what led us to talking to the kid. So we'll get him on. I just I have to find his business card, but I have it.
Saying real quick, hey, Drafty, happy hour, and I don't see an adult beverage. Well, I guess you could say the Rev 3 kind of counts as an adult beverage.
Put this up here. This is our energy drink that we love on the show.
We might go and get adult beverages after the break, which is coming up real soon.
Oh,
but good to see you, Drafty. Thanks for
up,
joining
Drafty?
us in chat. All right, so before we
Thanks, Marv.
oh, Big Marvinsky, happy hour in the AA meeting. We were just talking about you, Marv.
Yeah.
There he is, Big Marvinsky, everybody. Big shout out to him.
How'd you know we were broadcasting from the basement of a church with black coffee and sadness? Welcome to AA.
I was talking about how you were encouraging me, Marv, to get out of my comfort zone and start pushing myself, and I did, and that's how I got the pulse rifle for Cursebreaker. So yeah, thanks for that, man. We did I'll talk a little bit about what I was doing this morning, grinding for the Thorn. But first, let's talk a little bit about. Actually, no, I take that back. Let's talk about the Thorn now, and then when we get back from break, we will talk about the allegiance. We will talk about the allegiance quest and the split there.
Yeah.
Stop playing like a bish. Yeah, thanks, Marv. I pay the guy a compliment. This is how he talks to me. He talks to me like this.
Where's the hollowed layer? I got to do the hollowed.
Hollowed layer.
The hollowed layer Nightfall.
A hollowed layer Nightfall. I got to think about that one. Hollowed. It's
Don't worry
on the
about
tip
it.
of my tongue.
It's good.
Anyway,
We'll figure it out.
So the thorn. So today I got the thorn. After much grinding, after a few mistakes, after Obi crashing hard after 30 hours, and then so I was joined by Wabbit Killer.
It's too long.
It was Wabbit Killer, myself, and Junior Turtle. The three of us went for it. And so there's a cheese that Junior kind of turned us on to, and he became our ace in the hole. So, all right, so you know the ending of... first off, okay, the last step I had left was the Savathun song, which is my favorite strike, but it's the Savathun song Thorn Edition. And in all honesty, it felt like one of the original Nightfalls from D1.
Nice.
I mean, it was full on. But here's the thing: the end. We kept getting tripped up on the same spot in the last fight with Savathun.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, very frustrating. But there's a cheese that I didn't know about until and at one time there was like, okay, we just got to hang up there and just not do anything. But you know how way up in the top, like if at the entrance to Savathun, there's a spawn point in the far upper left. If you go up there and hide behind the rocks and not shoot at anything, nobody messes with you. So after about halfway through the final fight with Savathun, Turtle went up there, Junior went up there, and he just planted himself. Literally, he just put up his "This is fine" emote and just sat through the rest of the thing. Then Wabbit and I, and keep in mind, Wabbit was 11 beers in.
Oh,
He was 11 beers in. And it was him and myself, and he said, "I'll run the football to release Savathun." And I said, "Fine." So we knock out the knights. It was like 4 or 5 attempts, and on the 5th attempt, and we never timed out because
right. You always had somebody there.
we always had somebody there.
Sure.
So Wabbit respawns, he makes the run, boom, and that was when I had my super by then. I jump out, super Savathun, we're done, and the thorn popped up.
Oh.
And that's exactly the sound I made too.
Yeah. Oh, you're right, Drafty. It is Hallowed Lair is on Tangled Shore.
That's it is on Tangled Shore. Thank you. But man, the thorn. So I finally gave it a test run, and I see now why people enjoy this gun so much. It's a fun weapon because you're making your enemies glow.
Yeah, but
it's a sickly glow. But the kick on that thing, holy Hannah! The kick on that thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
It puts the cannon in hand cannon.
Yeah.
It does. and it's so fun to run with Brandon because I know when he's using it. Because you know me, I melee everything, and all of a sudden I'll run up, and all of a sudden whatever I'm getting ready to punch turns green.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, yeah.
Brandon's been here. Brandon's been here.
He emptied the clip. Yeah, he helped me with a couple things, but I just the other night I was like, everybody went to bed, and I'm like, all right, I got 6 more things of lore, so let's go get them, and I got close. So I still got to get the ones in the Dreaming City. I got to go get my things for the cats.
Did you want to run tonight? Did you want to do any run tonight?
I want to do some Forge stuff tonight.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've never done a Forge, so
okay.
And I'm at
Yes.
I'm at 669.
Oh,
Yeah,
very nice.
I got like 9 points this week
Yeah.
based on gear and other accomplishments and finish and stuff. So I'm very excited.
So and there's the other thing on the that I learned.
Stick with it, Drafty.
Yeah,
You'll get your void kills.
Drafty, seriously, stick with it. That was a long, hard grind. But if you ask me, was it worth it? Was the thorn worth it? Because people were saying, well, it's not the D1 thorn. I didn't have the thorn in D1. The only weapon of sorrow, because I've been talking to people about the whole weapon of sorrow lore and everything. The only one I have is Necrochasm, and that's the one that I really want to see come back.
No shit. No doubt.
That's fine. I'll leave it in the show. It's fine. But as far as do I thought it was worth it? It was fun. It was a fun hard, and especially the last thing being Savathun song. For me, that was fun. It was. I mean, because I was getting frustrated, I was getting pissed, but I never wanted to just rage quit.
So
I was like, because this reminded me of those times when you and I would do a Nightfall, and do you remember in D1 when a Nightfall was like, well, guys, we could do a Nightfall, and there was that long pause, like, do we really want to put ourselves through this?
It's when you're measuring the enjoyment versus the time commit, because that's the trade-off.
Yep.
And the one, I remember if we were in orbit and all of a sudden, because it was random, pretty much like,
Yeah.
and it would be is it Apsis? Is that the guy like the one who keeps disappearing and getting all his strength back and bringing in the exploding shanks? And that dude took like 45 minutes easy.
Oh! Now you're talking about a D2.
I'm talking.
Right?
No, I'm talking about D. It was D1?
It was
wasn't
D,
it?
no, I thought it was D2.
Was it D2?
D2, where the guy kept where the
It's
they
the
kept
fallen
disappearing.
captain.
Yeah, that kept disappearing and coming back and exploding shanks.
Lord.
No, the one we hated
Yeah.
was
Omnigul.
Omnigul, that bitch. Man, I hated the Omnigul. I wanted that Omnigul to die, man. But man, that was just, that strike. Whew. And I know that is. I think if I were to pick my least favorite strike, the one you mentioned with the it was Exodus Down. Exodus Down, I think.
Yeah, it's the one. You're right. It's the one on
I
Nessus.
really don't like that.
Yeah,
one.
when it oh god, it was so bad.
Yeah, but man,
Marv thinks Omnigul was fine. Marv would date Omnigul.
God, of course you would think that Omnigul's fine. You're a sadist, my
Orchid
friend.
or Achilles.
He's talking to Drafty there about
eyeless
about
ogre in
way to-
T1.
Yeah, about using the void combo to get through that spot.
Do you want to talk about me leading the league in interceptions that we did the other night?
Oh God. So chat, it never failed. So in the corrupted Nightfall, when Nick and I it was me, Nick, and Brandon like, okay, T, he would throw the relic at me, and he'd be like, okay, T, throw it at the boss. I'd turn to throw it at the boss, and Nick be like, Leroy Jenkins. He charged, and then Nick's like, wait, where'd this thing come from? I'm like, Nick, stop running in front of me when I'm throwing the relic. And on that note, we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back from this break, we're going to talk a little bit about the Allegiance quest, because we wanted to talk about how that broke down, and a couple other things happening in gaming right after this break. Okay, now normally I would have something like be right back, or in this case, hey, thanks for watching. But no, we're still recording. We're still here.
If you came in later than our opening segment and you have a favorite roller coaster, we would like to know, because if you watch this recording, I don't know when we actually started talking Destiny. It was not within the first 5 or 8 minutes.
No, it wasn't.
There was definitely some
We
time.
went on this weird tangent about roller coasters, and also on some other stuff happening in gaming. I did want to mention though.
Yeah.
I was going to say that after your performance in my backyard, I really wish they would make Chainsaw a weapon for the Titan. You would freaking rock a chainsaw.
I would rock a chainsaw. I would, yeah.
But favorite roller coaster?
The World Line Zero chainsaw.
The
Let's
World
get it
Line
done.
Zero. I'd love that idea. The World Line Zero.
Oh, we're being serenaded by Marv. Thanks, Marv.
Roller coaster of love. Wolverine Wildcat at Michigan's Adventure. Ooh, I don't know that one. The Wolverine Wildcat sounds like a good one.
Is it made of wood? Like the Grizzly?
Man.
The Grizzly is made of wood.
The
at
one that
Kingston.
I didn't ride that I wish I had ridden, and the only reason I didn't ride it was because I'd done like 3 roller coasters back to back, and this is me getting old. I was like, I've got motion sickness, so I had to kind of take a breath, and I said, I think I'm going to sit this one out. But there's a hybrid roller coaster at King's Dominion that is part wood, part steel, and it's supposed to be wicked good.
I'm out.
Yep.
Not riding any wooden coasters in 2019.
Oh, man.
Not getting on the Cyclone anytime soon.
Apparently, it is a wooden roller coaster. Now, I will say this:
You went on the Anaconda, though, right? The Anaconda school.
my Anaconda. Did I go on the Anaconda? Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did go.
Goes
on the
under the
Anaconda.
water and-
Yep. I did that one. That was fun. That one was fun.
Cheetah Hunt at Busch Gardens. Okay, cool.
Oh, Cheetah Hunt. I don't know that one.
I'll check that out.
I mean, the Loch Ness Monster is a classic.
Yeah.
And that's a smooth ride. That is a smooth. The one that I really missed though, there was a ride they had called the Big Bad Wolf.
Yep.
I loved the Big Bad
For a
Wolf.
long time they had
Oh
it.
my god, that was a great. And that was a real prototype roller coaster because they'd never done the track above you. And then they did it without the but the cool thing about having the track above you was that the car was on a swivel, and whenever you would go into a turn, it would put you at a parallel angle with the ground, and that was just wicked fun.
Do I know the difference between what, Paul?
Do I know the difference between what?
Do you know the difference?
Between a wooden roller coaster and a steel roller coaster.
And a thong? I mean, what is the question?
all right.
here?
Air at Thorpe Park.
I'm
Well,
going
I
to
was-
guess it's what they're made out of.
I'm gonna. I personally one of the biggest differences between wooden roller coasters versus steel roller coasters is you get more speed, I think, on the steel roller coaster, and wooden roller coasters are going to be a rougher ride. Now that being said, I went on the Beast out in Kings Island. That which holds, I think, the world's record for longest and tallest drop for a wooden roller coaster, and That's a wicked good roller coaster. Wicked good.
Yeah, Drafty. So the Incredible Hulk does that too at Islands of Adventure, and that's one of my favorites.
Did you want an adult beverage, or do you want to? Are you just good cruising on?
Let's
there?
ask Chet.
Well, you know what they said.
That's why I said let's ask Chet. It's a loaded question. Gee, Chet, do you think T and I should have a drink? Gee.
Because I'll let Nick pour. That'll be the fun part.
Oh, yeah. 2 drinks. I'm driving, Marv.
Two drinks
drink
minimum.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then
Welcome to
one
the
drink,
Comedy
2
Club.
drinks, and there we go. Boom, boom. That's it. Or do you want me to pour and you entertain chat?
That's fine.
All right, let's do that.
I tweaked my back. When
I'll be right back. Yeah. Let me pour.
For the behind the scenes, T said, "Hey, come over and record," and then a little bit before, that was totally loaded, Drafty. A little bit before, he goes, "Hey, can you bring your chainsaw? Because I have a bunch of wood. I have one branch, one tree that I need to get cut up, and one tree was more than one tree. So, yeah." So there was some chainsawing and some fire and all kind of good stuff earlier tonight. But, yeah. The lumbar support, I don't know what... Let me look. T, who makes this chair?
OPC.
Oxy OPC. Apparently. This chair has lumbar support, and it's amazing. Would you ride on top of the rail? Steel has a rail above and below the car wheels. Okay. Thanks, Paul. I know more about roller coasters today thanks to a Destiny podcast. Who knew? Lumbar support. No, the lumber got de-supported because we chopped it up. But yeah, lumbar.
Yeah, that's
support.
the new title that Nick is going for. Lumberjack.
Lumberjack. Oh, look at this. What are we drinking?
We are drinking my favorite. I'm drinking a little Woodford Reserve right here.
Oh.
Yeah. You won't feel your back.
The
after
bourbon,
a while,
not the rye, right?
The bourbon, yeah.
Okay.
Sláinte.
The
Cheers.
only bourbon sold
at the Kentucky
at
Derby.
the Kentucky Derby,
At the
right?
Kentucky
I don't have my
Derby.
big hat.
Yeah, there
I
you
need
go.
my big hat.
Yeah. Oh, and you're getting it in the
Dogfish.
dogfish snifters.
There we go. Let's get
We
a
got
little
these.
coloration.
My dad and I got these at the Father's Day dogfish dinner.
Oh, cool.
And so here's to you, Dad.
What are you drinking, Chet? Jameson Stout Edition. Drafty. You nice.
Oh, that stuff is mother's milk right there. That is stuff. Jameson Stout Edition. So look at see this is the thing. This is the thing, chat. Nick, the way I am about beer. All right, if we went branding wise, if my part of my brand is beer, Nick's brand is bourbon.
Correct.
Every time Nick comes by, he always has a new bourbon that he's introducing, and I'm not a bourbon guy. The guy who got me onto this bourbon though was Phil Rossi.
Oh, my spirit animal.
Yeah, Phil Rossi. In fact, hang on a minute.
Check him out on Twitch.
I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quick, everybody. I'm going to do a quick shout out on Phil Rossi Media. And then one more. Do a shout out for this Palooka. For the big Marvinsky.
Marvinsky.
Yeah. So Phil Rossi. Not only is he an exceptional author of horror, talking about branding. He stays close to branding. All of his games are horror based, so I'm anxious to see him run as Ash Williams in in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Now, what I want is I really hope that there's like little voice clips. Like, okay, first thing I do is got to do some cardio because my heart is pounding like a quarterback on prom night or something.
I still wish they get Leslie Vernon in that game. That would be.
No. That's the behind the mask.
Behind the mask.
That's behind the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, behind the mask. Okay, so chat.
Boulay
Just so
Rise,
you know,
awesome.
for anybody who's watching right now, you have joined Happy Hour from the Tower live, and this is the extra. This is the extra stuff. This is not on the podcast. This is for only people who come in and hang out for the chat. So thank you, everybody. Non-Destiny related question: favorite roller coaster?
Right.
Go. Drop it in there. Drop it in so that we can.
This is the
talk a
DVD
little bit about
commentary
that.
track version.
Yeah. Basically, extra.
Which was funny because I was at Brandon's school last night. They were doing their production of Mamma Mia.
Yeah. You were mentioning.
And Brandon and I were there, and then one of his friends sat with us because she was there by herself, and she worked on the set builds and everything. Like she was one of the behind.
Oh, nice.
Right. So it was like having a DVD commentary. Like, do those doors really work? No, we didn't have time to get the doors to really work. Okay, well, how's that guy going to get the donkey down the aisle? The donkey's on wheels. Like it was like all.
Okay, actually, that's a good segue here. So, Nick, being a sci-fi author, being a fan of horror,
Yes.
and understanding how important IP is. Here's a question for you: what are your thoughts on the high school that did Alien as a stage play? I want to hear your thoughts on this as a sci-fi writer, as someone who understands the importance of IP and all that stuff.
First thing is you gotta respect the Stones on whichever theater teacher decided.
Hell
hey,
yes.
we're doing Alien.
Well, no, they don't even have a drama. It was a drama club. They were an after-school
that's even
drama
better.
club
That's
that,
even
that put
better.
that on. Yeah, I know. And did you see any of the video or any of the still
Only
shots?
a little bit. I saw a couple of still shots. I saw
Oh
a
my-
real brief thing with the Xenome coming out.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah. It's
I mean, I give props that these students pulled off what they did.
yeah.
But here's the real question: was it cool that they did it without permission? Because see, I'm really torn about it. Had a student made the adaptation, had it been completely student done, I think
Yeah.
it would have been okay. But the actual adaptation, the actual script, was done by the English teacher. Let me say that again for the kids in the back. The English teacher who teaches things like, I don't know, writing and the importance of copyright, et cetera, and not only did he do this, he put out a press release and got Entertainment Weekly and started doing interviews with Entertainment Weekly. And I read it, and I'm sitting here going, the more I read his comments about the thing, I'm like, it started to feel like this guy's looking at this as sort of his 15 minutes of fame that could be
Okay.
that could blossom into something more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you a two-part answer on that.
Okay.
I know we're totally riffing, guys.
The
I don't even
Alien
know.
stage play is it's not necessarily, I don't want to say illegal, but it is
It's
a
a copyright
little,
infringement.
it's a copyright infringement.
Right.
Yeah.
And even before Mamma Mia, they say, please don't record. Not because
Right.
we aren't proud of the kid. And by the way, the talent level on these kids is
Oh, forget
amazing.
about it. Forget about it. It's
but
incredible.
it's the copyright
Right.
law, and so so we don't want to get into that illegal.
yeah. Drafty,
He set
nicely
that
done.
shit up.
Nicely
That was
done.
great.
Yeah.
Um,
Very nice.
It's
Jackass.
Let me ask you this question. I love the fact that they did it.
Yes.
And even every club needs a teacher sponsor. So if the English teacher's the guy who sponsors the drama club, that's fine
That's
too.
fine too, right?
Is it because he went smoff in the interviews and the press and the publicity? Because for me, it's this: you do the play. Maybe there's a lot of us who ask forgiveness instead of permission.
Right.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Any of the ticket sales and all that stuff probably just go into keeping the
It goes into keeping the drama
alive and
club
everything else.
drama club alive.
But-
Absolutely.
Yeah, is it because this guy turned it in? Did he make it all about him? Is that that's my question? Is it the fact that they did it separate from the fact that how he represented it?
Yeah, that was the thing. It started off as, oh wow, he's talking about the I wanted to. Well, that was the thing. The minute they started talking to the English teacher, that's when I started going, all right, I'm getting a hinky vibe off this, because I
Right.
said I wanted to do something cool. I wanted to do this.
It's a lot of I
wanted-
statements.
Yeah, it was a lot of I statements,
Yeah.
and the way he ended it was, well, we can't do this again. If we wanted to do it again, we need a bigger venue.
Yeah,
And
so
then I'm
that's-
like, okay, you're there's the line, buddy, and
Right.
you're kind of dancing across it. But the thing is, the fact that these kids made a trailer, they made a video trailer for it.
I love that. I think
And the innovation of the kid. That's the thing. The reason I'm so torn is that the kids themselves, they really pulled the clip that I saw that really blew my mind. That they did the whole thing with the egg.
yeah,
And they showed the facehugger, and that was cool. But one of the clips that made it online was the famous clip where the xenomorph comes out and he's on the ship with Ripley.
yeah. That's the little clip that I saw.
And what was really cool was, and again, this really goes way beyond copyright infringement. So they come to the moment where she shoots him with a harpoon gun, knocks him out of the ship. They jump.
Chat, have you seen Alien? By the way, has anybody?
Oh yeah,
everybody in here seen Alien? I just want to make sure
it's a 40-year-old movie. If they haven't seen it by now,
I'm not worried about spoiling anything. I'm worried about people being in here going,
what
"Hell,
are
you
they
guys-
talking
what are you
about?
guys
Yeah.
talking about? Like
So-
roller coasters, Alien,
And this
Mamma
is a-
Mia.
and this is a Destiny podcast, right?
Monkey Pants. What's the cat's name?
Yeah. Ah, good one. Yeah, there
Right.
you go. So anyway, so when she knocks
Don't Google that crap.
when she knocks the alien out, they immediately jump from what's going on the stage
Good man, monkey.
to a giant screen,
Okay.
and they're showing the
it's
clip
space.
from the movie. And I was like, wow, that was clever. That was clever.
Yes,
So I'm really
that is
torn about
Jonesy,
it.
you're right.
I'm really torn about it. Yes, it is Jonesy.
Right.
Jones.
So, yeah, for the most iconic cats of all time, Jonesy's a good one.
Yep.
Church, Pet Cemetery.
Oh, Pet
F you,
Sematary.
Church. I freaking have hated that cat from ever since that movie came out, and now they're making the remake, which looks really
It looks
good.
terrifying.
I like it.
When the clip of the mother bathing the child and then she combs the hair.
Sometimes dead is better. The fact that in the trailer, the Achilles heel slice, there are two moments in the first one where you're just like, that's the most painful thing I've ever, like, if you've ever torn your Achilles tendon, by the way. So there's one where the kid's under the bed with the scalpel and slices it like right on his Achilles heel. And the other's when he rolls out of the bed and he hits his eye right on the corner of the nightstand. And I know that has nothing to do with the plot of the movie, but those are just two parts where you're just like, oh, that's excruciating.
So here's a quick story about.
But the fact they got John Lithgow.
Yeah. Well, a quick story about Pet Sematary. My mom was really curious about that book when it came out. So
Book's terrifying.
So I bought her a hardbound copy for her birthday, and about 3 weeks later, my dad, and God love him, my dad takes me aside and he goes, son, don't you ever give your mom another Stephen King book again. And I said, why? Dad proceeded to tell me that she had been reading the book and she was saying it was terrifying. She hated the book. She was terrifying. She hated the book. And my dad said, well, then why are you reading it? And Mom was like, because I can't put it down. Well, one night he's asleep and suddenly he hears this blood-curdling scream. It's my mom standing by the bed and she is screaming her head off. And my dad said, God damn it, Nancy, get back in bed. She stops screaming. She gets back in bed. She falls right asleep. My dad is wide awake for the rest of the night. And he blamed Pet Sematary because she was reading Pet Cemetery at the time.
Oh, man. It's not a Stephen King book, but Jack Kilborn's first book is a book called Afraid. And it's kind of Stephen King-ish in that it's set in this little town out in the middle of nowhere.
Little podunk town.
And there's
That's always popular now.
It opens with this scene where it's this older woman waiting for her husband to come home, and then it gets dark, and he's still not home, and then all of a sudden, and then she hears him come in, and she's like, oh, okay, cool. And then he doesn't immediately come upstairs. There's a wait. And then she hears the microwave. And she's like, oh, I wonder what's going on. And then it starts occurring to her, like, it's not her husband. There's somebody else in the house.
Oh, okay.
But it's the way that he writes about the smell of burnt popcorn.
Oh, no.
To open the book.
Oh, no.
in pitch black.
Oh, God.
Right. And you're like, man.
This is going to be a rough ride.
And then he does that thing where there are no chapters. It's
Right.
like subplot A, then introduce subplot B, then
Oh.
introduce subplot C.
So
Then where are we with A? Where
yeah,
with B?
yeah.
And then
And it's all
and then
breaks.
it does that
Yeah.
circular. Oh my God, what's this Tarantino thing where everything winds up in
Oh,
the same
right,
place?
right.
Yeah,
right.
it's the Nine Inch Nails type of writing. Where
Sure.
it's really Afraid by Jack Kilborn.
Okay,
read
so
it.
Chet, real quick, something you need to know. I write science fiction, fantasy. Nick over there, he also writes science fiction as well.
I do.
Cyberpunk. Have
Yes.
you had a chance yet to watch Love, Death, and Robots?
No,
You need to.
I will.
You need to.
It's on the list. I
I
have
am
to finish the
pounding
Santa
you
Clarita
on the
Diet,
frickin' head
starring
on
Joy
it.
Osmansky.
Dude, these are
Oh, actually,
these
she's
like
not in that
17 to
one.
20-minute animated shorts. You would
Yeah, I
love
know.
each and every one of them.
Oh,
I know you would.
Starring Courtney Taylor.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah,
Voice of
Courtney
Amanda
Taylor.
Holiday.
Oh, nice way to bring it back around.
Of course, I got you. And shout out to everybody who's at PAX East
Oh,
the last couple of days. which is
Courtney
super.
and Sissy, friends of the show.
Right. Courtney
They get-
Taylor, who voices Amanda Holiday. Cissy
And
Jones,
Cissy
who
Jones.
voices Sloane.
Yeah, they did a shot of the two of them with New York behind them.
With
Or
the
no,
pink,
Boston.
the
with
pink and the
Boston.
purple hair.
Yeah,
yeah.
pink
They were
and
still in
purple
New
hair
York
in
at that
Boston.
point because they
Yeah,
took the train up
yeah.
to Boston.
But man, I
Yeah.
freaking man,
And
those two are awesome.
I think Courtney got together with Joe from St. 14 podcast because I was trying to get those two together. So I think that happened.
I hope Steve Saylor said hello because I know Steve Saylor was out there as well.
Okay.
I told him to say that.
I'll Okay, not to name drop and be an asshole, but I'll text her when we get done.
There you go.
on the air.
There you go. We're trying to get them back on the show because
Yeah.
I would love to bend Courtney's ear to talk a little bit about Love, Death, and Robots.
There's some
Because-
other folks we're working on. We're a little closer with
Yeah,
a couple people.
Little closer. Oh, by the way, if anybody had any, you do know that Joe.
I didn't mean for them to get together that way. Joe is not only married, but he has a very young child.
That's
Joe
funny.
and I talk
Well played,
a lot.
Drafty. Well
Relax, Drafty.
Yeah. By the way,
I met Courtney's boyfriend too, so relax.
Yeah, if anybody has any cat, we're gonna keep up this banter for another few minutes. Then we're gonna get back.
Joey
into
Osmansky,
into
also
the
married
show.
with small children.
Yep. That's her entire. She said, yeah, if you want to follow my Instagram,
Just pictures of my kids.
it's just pictures of my kids, and it's charming as hell.
The-
It's just so
The
damn cute.
other guest we've had on, speaking of just pictures that are not of him, they're pictures of his dog.
Sloniker, the Sloniker.
Kevin McMullen,
Oh, and
the
Kevin-
voice director. We
That's
have to
right.
get him back on.
We really do. Kevin McMullen. Chad, if you take a look at some of the previous.
Yeah, we'll work on you, Drafty. We'll
Yeah.
do a happy Tinder from the tower or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. We'll figure it out. I don't know.
But if anybody has any questions for us about writing, about Destiny, about how we play, about any of that stuff, now would be a good time to ask before we get back into the show. Just so you know, for those of you hanging out in chat, wondering where are these guys going with this?
Monkey Pants is funny.
We are actually going to be coming back. We're going to talk about the 7:30 split in allegiances.
Oh, don't spoil the numbers.
Okay, then we'll leave it alone.
Right.
And then we're going to also talk about some other stuff. So there you have it.
And if you are, man, we have a lot of appearances coming up.
Wow.
So before April's over, we will be at AwesomeCon.
At AwesomeCon. We're actually doing. I remember it was a big deal when I got my one panel. This year we got 4.
That's for you.
Freaking
That question's
4
for you.
panels. Wait, which one? I have a question. How do you play a warlock and enjoy it? You know what? I can tell you exactly how. Drafty, because warlocks possess space magic. Here, I'll do a quick magic trick for you. Watch this. Watch this.
Oh, I didn't-
Oh, wow! Isn't that amazing? And I can make it disappear too, just like that. How about that? Space magic. All
I
the
still
way.
to this day only have one character on my account.
And
We're
okay,
2 years in.
2 years in,
and I
yeah.
only have a Titan.
Yeah.
That's
so there it is.
and I don't switch my loadout a ton. I'm a very amateur idiot when it comes to playing.
No. I disagree. You're not an amateur idiot. You are dedicated. You are dedicated. First off, we're gonna get for Nick a T-shirt that basically says they're gonna have to take the AO feedback fence. They're gonna have to pry the AO feedback fence out of my cold
They will
dead armor.
bury me with an
They will bury me
ACD0
with-
feedback fence. It's like the Spectre base I bought like 5 years ago. I'm like, yep. So
He freaking loves
what?
his feedback.
Don't you play
fence.
anything else? Nope.
Nope.
They're burying me with this guitar. So yeah, nope. The feedback fence has continued, and it's at 671, I think.
So, what is your favorite gun then? What is your go-to gun? Not the guns, but the go-to gun. What is it for you?
So I'm not in love with any particular power weapon.
Okay.
So those rotate out just based on
Really?
perks and
Not the avalanche or anything like that.
just whatever's highest.
Okay.
Like I'm not.
Fair
There's
enough,
not a
fair
power
enough.
weapon that I'm
Okay.
in love with. The last. I'll tell you the guns that I enjoy.
Okay.
Okay, I'm dedicated. Dedicated because I'm simple. I am.
I love you, man.
Still running with the Ace of Spades.
There's nothing wrong. I argue the Ace of Spades is the best hand cannon in the freaking game.
I
really believe that.
13 bullets.
Yep.
You have to reload as often.
As opposed to 9 with a thorn, 13.
Also 9 with the Ikelos hand cannon.
Right.
Which
Which is a fine hand cannon.
so that is sometimes in the second slot.
Right.
I don't know. This is a total tangent. This is like an outlier thing. He's talking about Warlock.
No. Actually, Marv is on PC. Yes, console. No. He's making an argument about
The Thorn?
About I think Marv is talking about the Ace.
Oh, the Ace.
Yeah, he's talking about the Ace.
All right. Well, I only play on PS4. Again, I'm
we're
simple.
yeah.
Call it dedicated. Call it simple. I love bows.
Which one?
All the bows.
Oh,
There's
I have-
something
I have
about like just being able to hit
I have
from anywhere that I enjoy bows.
I have a bow in particular that has become a favorite of mine. I run it with I run it in Crucible. Absolutely love it. I love the
The
freaking,
140 hand cannon restrictions. Yeah, I get them. There's 140s and 150s.
the one that I'm all about.
Yep.
The Trinity Ghoul. I freaking love the Trinity Ghoul. That is my favorite bow, hands down. In PvE, it's just great to be able to make one shot and then watch this explosion of electricity take out 5 unsuspecting fallen or otherwise standing around them. The second thing,
Thank
though,
you, Unicorn.
and there you go. Yeah.
No, Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades, I love running with.
I want the replica to show up already.
Yeah, you and me both. I love the Malfeasance. I
Don't have it, so I can't
enjoy
weigh
the
in on it.
Malfeasance. But really, Trust. I think Trust is a fine hand cannon.
Okay.
I think it's a smooth. It's smooth. It's easy to handle. I want to love the Thorn as much as I love the Ace, but right now the Thorn, I gotta play with it a bit more.
Favorite non-exotic hand
favorite-
cannon or weapon in
Favorite
general drafting?
non-exotic. Under power weapon, I would say it's the Avalanche. That's just a nice compact.
Is that the machine gun?
That's the heavy machine gun.
So I ran with Ron when he was, and it sounds gorgeous.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like I was
yeah.
like, what is that?
and-
when somebody else is fighting with you and you actually like turn your head based on where they are,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what is that
yeah.
gun?
And I can answer that for auto rifle. Chattering Bone. That's
Chattering Bone?
the Chattering Bone out, and that's out of the.
So Unicorn, it was funny because
that's out of the Dreaming City.
I used both sporadically, and then I got the Val, and the Val was so much higher than everything else I had that I'm like, oh, I'll use a bow for a while,
Yeah.
and then I started getting bows that were higher because you can't infuse the Val above 650,
Right.
so it was a nice little first one's free kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the Trinity Ghoul. Honestly, the Trinity Ghoul was a random drop for me when I was trying to solo a
I have the something Calamity, I think is the one that I use.
Subtle
all the time.
Calamity.
Subtle
yeah,
Calamity.
That's a
that's
good
it.
one. That's a
Yeah.
good one. But non-exotic, Trust is a favorite.
Yep.
So is I
used the Crimson forever,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and the only shotgun I ever, and I guess it is an exotic. The only shotgun I really ever got into, because again I'm 2 feet away from everything,
Right.
was the Basilisk. It's just
Okay.
like
Yeah. I remember.
boom.
Yeah,
It's like a
tell
street
you-
sweeper.
I tell you the one. I tell you the sword that I enjoy the most out of all the swords that have been. There have been some beautiful swords that have been coming out.
Oh, I got to go look up which one.
That Black Talon.
Black Talon.
I freaking love the Black Talon. Reminds me of the. That's something I miss. That's
Hang
something
on,
that's something
let me go
I
find the
miss.
sword that I like.
Is those black from D1? I loved it when you would swipe with a sword and you would get that beautiful wave sound, and it had almost like a light. It was like part Excalibur, part lightsaber, and I loved that. But the closest we've come to that has been the Black Talon. I hate the ornament for it. I refuse to run with it.
What is the just in case? I don't have that one.
Just in case? I
Oh,
don't know
Gambit
that one.
Prime. That's new.
Oh, that's the Gambit Prime one. Okay.
Gambit Prime and the Black Armory is the Striker's Sure Hand. So I got to get that one. I liked the Zephyr for a long time.
Oh, I remember the Zephyr. I remember the Zephyr. Yeah, but no, I would say non-exotic.
Let me go look at other hand cannons.
Yeah, as far as heavy goes, I would say the Avalanche is a favorite. Energy weapon, honestly, I gotta admit, Claws of the Wolf? It's the pulse rifle from the Iron Banana, and that's a good one. Wish Ender bow is also very nice, but that's an exotic, so I can't count that one. But again, Trust, great hand cannon, and then of course Chattering Bone, and then there's a I'm blanking on what it is, but there's a scout rifle from the Dreaming City. I've got it. It's masterworked. I love it, and I'm blanking on which one it is. I bet I could look it up. All right, so we've been doing some off pod banner. Are you ready to get back into it?
I most certainly am ready.
All
to
right,
get into
all
it.
right.
Chad, are you guys ready?
Chad, are you ready? Are you ready to get back into it? Because we're about to get back into it.
Wish Ender. So I don't have the Wish Ender. Do I? Maybe I do.
Well, the Wish Ender, you got to go on a quest for. You get it, and then you go back, and that's when you get all the corrupted eggs. Because only the Wish Ender can destroy the corrupted eggs.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep, that's how that works.
I need the Spiteful Fang,
All right.
which is again Black Armory, and
All
I
right.
need the Tyranny of Heaven, which is from the last Wish raid. I need
All
those.
right.
Chad, you guys are awesome today. You guys are
Yeah, you guys are rocking it. Thanks, Chad.
Very.
Thanks for hanging. And on Unicorn, Vouchsafe. Thank you, Drafty. Drafty for the win. Vouchsafe. That's the name of it. Did the cat scampered away with
The Trinity Ghoul is cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I do have that one. I just got not the Wave Splitter. I just got something that filled up a collection for me. I was the Wave Splitter.
Oh, there it is. Is that it? It's over there?
You guys know your line. You know everybody in here rocks the Fighting Lion as often
Oh my
as
God,
possible.
Fighting Lion. I hate that effort. I hate that effort. I am not a grenade launcher guy. I'm not a grenade launcher guy. All right. I'll just count us in. All right. Let's do this, chat.
Cool.
And you have to mock
Rangefinder and a kill clip.
you have
Oh
to mock
man.
Not Forgiven Lunacy. Yeah, I still don't have I still don't have Oxygen. I don't have Not Forgotten, and I don't have Luna's Howl. But I've heard great things about the Service Revolver. All right. Let's jump back into this, chat. So here we go. In 3, 2. And we are back with the second half of Happy Hour from the Tower. I'm T.
I'm Nick.
And that's it.
That's it.
And that's it.
You're welcome. Shut up.
So there we
Skeleton
go.
crew. Skeleton crew.
Hey,
Pilot in the ship.
But because it's an all adult crew, we can go on ahead and we can enjoy fine beverages here on Happy Hour from the Tower.
You're going. It's you know.
There you go.
It's a little got a little warm in.
Yeah.
Had to de-hoodie right there.
There you go. Just remember, chat. You can always, you will never get a Not Forgotten. Yeah, believe me. I know, Marv. I know. I totally accept that. I'm happy I got a Thorn.
Is it because it's a raid?
No, it's not a raid. No, I love me a good raid. It's comp. You got to do a grinding comp, and it's like no, I just can't.
Yeah. One of us has a son that will play PvP all the time for you.
Yeah. But you know me. I want to be the guy that actually earns it on my own.
Right.
It's my jam. It's my jam.
I also know that.
Come on, man.
Show me what you got.
Have you done the Invitation of the Nine this week?
I have not, and I need to do the Invitation on. I'm going to probably be doing that tonight.
So a very cool thing that they are changing, as we talk about some of the things that are coming up with
Right.
Bungie, as we like to always preview the current season and the upcoming season, is that they are extending the deadline for the Invitation of the Nine. So like the reset's on Tuesday,
Right.
and then the Invitation of the Nine doesn't pop until Friday when Xur
Right.
shows up.
Right.
So now instead of having Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday's reset, they're actually extending it.
Oh,
so you have the whole
nice.
week.
Oh, that's good because see, that was why I missed the second Invitation of the Nine segment. Now I know it's online, and I'm going to find it and I'm going to take a look at it. But yeah,
It's not the show me what you got terrifying.
Wait, it's not
Show me what you got.
because in a sense that's what that was. You realize
Getting
that?
played a lot this episode. That that is as prevalent as the Avenge the Fallen memes that are
Yeah.
now
Oh
out.
my god.
I've seen 1,000 of them with Cade. My favorite out of every Avenge the Fallen meme, somebody made one for Anthony from Ant-Man 1, the flying ant that he's on.
Right.
Somebody made an Avenge the Fallen.
The one that I saw was that made me go, oh, that hurts. Is John Wick looking at the puppy?
Oh yeah,
and it said Avenge the Fallen.
Still too soon.
The one that really though triggered me
Yeah.
was the one of the horse. I think it's a Treyu from the Neverending
Neverending
Story.
Story.
You know, neck high in the swamp with the bug out eyes, and it said "Avenge the Fallen." You know who it was? It was Scribe. It was Lauren Harris, and I just typed in all caps, "You monster!"
So many childhood scars,
Oh my
so little
God.
time.
Oh my god! I still remember Neverending Story. That moment with the bugged out eyes. That was what freaked me out the most. And I was a teenager when I saw that. And I'm like, I don't want to see this.
My mom took me to that movie, and
Oh
I
my God.
distinctly remember because it was the day I bought my first Transformer. It was Optimus Prime,
Hey now.
and then we got in a car accident.
oh jeez.
After
Watching that.
hashtag all the things in one day. It's my wife's favorite hashtag.
All right.
Yeah,
so
but what's funny is we were in a Ford Granada. Do you know what that is?
It's a tank.
Yeah, the tank that you
tank.
get in the machinist.
Yeah.
it's that.
Yeah, it's that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
got slammed into by a Toyota Corolla, or someone
Oh my
one of
God.
the that was doing like 55 miles an hour, and I swear to God, it only scratched our license plate.
Wow.
Like we were like,
Wow.
it was almost one of those. Did you feel something? Right.
Did you feel that?
Is there a mosquito in here?
Honestly, Drafty.
We were playing Buck.
Buck.
No.
Honestly, Drafty. There was a never-ending sequel. There was a sequel. It was a straight to VHS. It was called Neverending Story 2, and apparently it is terrible.
There was also a Pet Cemetery too,
Yeah, there was.
with Clancy Brown.
Oh, Clancy Brown. Pour one out for the homie. I love that guy. All right, so
Awesome in Detroit Become Human, and also awesome as Mr. Krabs.
absolutely, and of course Kurgan. The Kurgan.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
My
so,
name's Candy.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
All right. So the Allegiance
So
Quest.
look, we've agreed. Everybody's 100% in agreement that the second Neverending Story movie blows.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
There
All
we
right,
go.
There we go, chat.
There we go. Thanks. Great stream.
That's good.
Talk to you later. All right.
Good talk, Russ.
See, this is why we need Brandon here, because he keeps us on target.
Right, he keeps us on Destiny.
He
is
keeps
what
us
it
on
is.
Destiny, yeah.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Okay, the Allegiances quest.
Okay.
Let's talk about that breakdown.
So
because,
let-
the noble vanguard thought, yeah, we'll rally the troops. How did that breakdown go?
All right, so chat, here's my question. If you ran with 20 Guardians, just doing various activities over the course of a day, right now, coming up on April 2019, of those 20 Guardians, how many of them would have the Dredgen title? That's my first question. My second question is, it's almost April. If you still have your Christmas lights up, go take them down. Okay, so before we get to that, let me just say, no, we'll do that first.
All right.
All right, so the Allegiance quest is you make a decision and you take some steps and you determine if you're going to be loyal to the Drifter or if you're going to believe the instructions of the Praxic Order and be loyal to the Vanguard.
I would like to comment really quick on that. Those little letters that we were getting from the Praxic Order, from Anor, Anor 1, I found that, well, first off, the build-up, all those little flash fiction pieces they were putting up,
Oh, yeah.
kudos to you, but I mean, Sci-Fi Writer to Sci-Fi Writer, that was some great storytelling right there. That was some great... And the affluent...
I wonder where Marv stands
Yeah,
on
where
this.
does Marv stand on this? The affluent Marv, Orla's a dick.
Right.
But that was the thing. It was just, the storytelling was exceptional. And then getting all those little letters and excerpts and those things from Anor, I loved that. I absolutely loved that about the... Okay, Marv, don't hold back. What do you really think? Seriously, what...
Marv is holding back.
Yeah, I think he is.
There's been no C words.
Yeah,
so,
he hasn't dropped the C-bomb.
So-
she disobeyed Vanguard order to leave the Drifter alone. That's true. That's true.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, didn't Ikora basically say, leave the Drifter alone, or was it Zavala?
Well,
One of them.
so
One
here's
of them said
here's
that.
okay. So here's where it's all coming together.
It was Ikora.
It was
Okay,
Ikora.
It was Ikora.
Here's where it's all
girl.
converging. Is how long, chat? How long have we wanted this type of quest? This good guy, bad guy.
Yeah.
Right. You're always powered by the light. You've been powered by the light since the game launched. Okay. Even during the times we didn't know what the darkness was,
Right.
and neither did they. So there's
It
been
was
a
a black hole all over again.
Oh my god, Maximilian. So this has been a long time coming, and we can argue over like other games have done this. You can go good, you can go bad, everything else. But a lot of us have wanted this type of thing, just like we want to talk in Guardian. But that's another show. It's coming at a time where the Vanguard's really as broken down as it's ever been.
Oh, the Vanguard is shattered.
Right.
Vanguard is horrendously broken.
Not just that, Ikora has nothing to do every week, but Zavala's questioning himself, right? Cade's gone. There's no Hunter Vanguard. Like we're at a point where there's a lot of cracks in the dam. So we've wanted something fresh or just the challenge of knowing where we have our allegiances.
Right.
So this quest comes, and now it is you can choose. You can be loyal to
With Anor,
Right.
or you can side with the
or
Drifter.
to the Vanguard
Right.
or to
So
to
how
the
did that
Drifter.
split go out, Nick?
So interestingly enough, you Bungie players, so first qualifier is that this is by character, not by account.
Yeah, right. By character.
Yes.
Right,
So you
right,
can. Brandon's Hunter is chaotic, neutralish,
Chaotic,
evilish,
neutralish,
right?
evilish, yeah.
And he's not alone. So his character went Drifter, and the way that it's broken down is amazing. Is from a character perspective, it's 70-30 loyalty to the Drifter.
Okay.
Like there may not be a Vanguard at a certain amount of time, despite everything that you find out about the guy. At an account level, it's 75-25 for the Drifter.
Wow.
Yeah. So they're
So open transparency. I currently have been able to run 2 characters in Destiny 2. I have I hate to say this, my Hunter has not gotten any love. I'm hoping to give my Hunter some love after I get Cursebreaker. But like I have a Titan and I have a Warlock. Mm-hmm. It for me it was a no-brainer. The Warlock had to go with the Drifter. And I'm actually writing right now. I'm currently writing a short story that I'm intending to podcast for Fiction Friday,
Okay.
where I talk about the decision process, and I even go into her getting the thorn. And I'm going to make all that. I'm going to tie it all in to the story about her and the Drifter. And
This is your hunter?
this is my warlock.
This is your warlock,
This is my
okay.
warlock. My Titan, on the other hand, I'm like, he's an XO. Yes, he's an AI, but the thing is, he follows a sense of programming.
Yeah.
So he's going to be loyal. He's going to look at things logically, and
Right.
he's going to look and he's going to go, well, I mean, I'm a guardian. Of course, I have to side with my vanguard. So I made my Titan, and people were saying that I was playing both sides. Like, no, I just want to know how both stories go. So
You
the
have to do both for certain triumphs, by the way.
Well, I did the Titan for the Vanguard. I did the Warlock for the Drifter. And yes, in my short story, there are going to be two. They're going to be.
Mara's big on Anna Kendrick.
Well, she is a cutie pie. There's that.
Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect, indeed. So, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When it comes to the allegiances, that's where I went, and I still have to do the strikes. I haven't done the strikes for the Drifter yet. I want to finish it because the thing
You're
about
missing a new thing every week. Like it's not a
Oh,
new
really?
it's not a new quest every week. It's
I
just
got-
it's
then-
ju-
then I've
like,
gotta finish
It's
this
a
up.
Praxic gift or it's a Drifter gift
okay.
every
Then I got to
reset every Tuesday. They're not like overwhelming. It's not like an exotic that you can't get any other way, but it is
Right.
stuff like 5 enhancement cores.
All right. Well, then let's see if we can get back tonight.
Yeah.
I'd love to wrap that
All right,
up.
but we have to do a forge.
Right. Oh yeah, and we'll do a forge. Absolutely. But the thing is that I want to know how that wraps up, and then
The wicked cool cutscene that has inspired my son's look is only if you go with the Drifter.
and it's a high power drop too. So that's another reason.
It is a high power drop. That's true.
But the funny thing is that so when I reached the end of the Titan's journey, as it were, for the allegiance,
You gonna kill him off?
I was like,
I was kidding.
no. I was like, Nora was a little too quick to say, yeah, we're good. I was like, really? I really believe there's more to the story, and I cannot wait to dive deeper into what's happening with the Drifter. That whole cutscene from the first Invitation of the Nine, when it was him and Brandon's new look.
Show me. Oh, not that one. Not that one.
Show me what you
He
got.
prompted it. But anyway, I did. I loved that. You good over there, Benedict?
He's good. He's playing with his toy.
You know there's catnip in that toy.
That's my ghost.
That's right there. But yeah, so I'll turn it to you, Nick.
Yeah.
What do you think was the drive for people to pledge to the Drifter? Was it because the Drifter is just inherently cooler than Anor?
There's
or
a
was
lot of that. There's a lot of the Han Solo to him. There's a
Yeah,
lot of the mystery, But
behind you?
there's right, yeah, making him sound like Matthew McConaughey doesn't hurt, right? Yeah.
No.
There's a lot of folks who's the reason. So I'll give you the reason that my guy is loyal to the Vanguard.
Okay.
So
I wanna hear this.
My guy is a soldier. He's a combat medic, right? That's why it's Rev 3 dude, because they called him Reverend on the battlefield.
This is why I want you to finish that short
I know.
story.
I got
you
it.
started,
I'm working.
man.
I'll work on it.
really want you to finish
Right.
that short story.
So that's and the 3 is not accurate
I
in
love
terms
that.
of how
Reverend.
many times he's
The
been
Reverend.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Do you know how many?
Freaking love that,
when we
man.
play and I go take him to church. You hear me say that all the time. That's what it's. That's.
Oh my
that's his
God,
thing.
no! I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Damn, son. Damn.
Yeah, but he's a soldier. Like,
The
and
things
you know,
you learn on this podcast,
right?
chat.
Career soldiers are soldiers, and they
Yeah.
stay
What?
loyal and they do their duty, and that's why, especially when you. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead, my man.
The cat is flying on catnip right now.
If you think about something as visual as the shield, the Sentinel shield,
Yeah,
to be a
yeah.
protector, like that's
Yeah.
there's so maybe sees a lot of himself in Zavala, or
So does that make you an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
no, somebody else brought that up. Why were we talking about Agents of Shield?
Because it's a damn fine show, it is. But anyway,
Oh, it was.
hang on a minute. Hang on.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Let's get back to it. Okay, so basically you were talking about.
Oh, it's because we watched Captain Marvel.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
So with your character being a soldier,
Mm-hmm.
being a medic, being dedicated to the light.
Yeah,
That's why he went with the Vanguard.
yeah. It's career loyalty. You know career soldiers. You work with the government. You live around here. You know folks who are in it for life.
Totally get that.
Yeah,
Totally get
that's
that.
that's his thing, and that doesn't say who's right or wrong. right?
And that makes perfect sense.
What the actual hell is happening?
Hang on a second. I got.
He's gonna get
You
himself
are
stuck.
insane.
Oh no!
I
Now he's
dig
down.
it.
What the hell just happened here? What did I hit?
You
Everything.
are insane. I dig it.
Okay, thank you.
There you go. T's cat was trying to crawl behind the
Yeah,
books in the
behind-
bookshelf.
What are you doing, cat? What the? Wow, I didn't even touch anything. It's almost like. Are you trying to stream again, Benedict?
It's the studio's haunted.
Yeah.
Everybody.
All right, let's turn the camera back here.
Hey, Obi.
Obi Orion.
Obi Orion.
Hey, yeah, that's why he's not on the show right now. He
awake.
just woke up.
Obi,
And dude-
I owe you an apology. I didn't answer you the other night because I had house guests. So I was not on comms or anything. So I know you messaged me, and I apologize for not getting back to you right away.
There he is.
There's
Come
Benedict.
here, Benedict. Come here, Benedict. Are you okay, man?
So
Are you flying high? Right
yeah,
now?
Obi
Okay.
has the dredging title. I know that's
Obi's a
that's
dredge.
true.
Obi, in the fire team, Obi was the first one to get a title.
Brandon's just grind away from getting
Yeah.
dredging, and he'll get it.
Yeah, he'll get it. He'll definitely get it.
I can't remember what he named his ghost.
Yeah.
Pisses me off.
So anyway, so that's what we have about the allegiances, which
Yes.
which was fascinating to watch the breakdown. And
75-25.
75-25. Man, that says a lot. That says a lot about people's faith in the Vanguard.
It's a combination of a lot of things. There's a lot of people who hate Zavala. There's a lot of people who think the Vanguard's trash. There's a lot of people who want to be, go the cool route. There's a lot of people who just like PvP is what they love, and so why wouldn't they
Right.
lean on the side of the drifter?
Well, that's one of the things that I say in the short story. I actually have, I have, okay. So I basically when I had Ray, my warlock.
Yes.
When I had Ray, and then originally it was Kylo 10 because it was a play on words. The problem was that I had Ray and Kylo, and I thought that's too much.
Yep.
So I changed the name of my Titan to Artemis, after Hotel Artemis. I was inspired. So it's now Ray and Artie, and
Not after Ready Player One.
no, not after Ready Player
Okay,
One.
just checking.
Absolutely not. But I basically say to Artemis, she says, "What's the difference? What is the difference between Crucible and Gambit?"
Barry like the killer from
Titan is called Barry.
yeah, like the
Run,
HBO show.
Barry. Run, Barry.
Oh, that-
Run.
Still, I think the best of all the Kavanaugh versions of on the Flash, the original, the Eobard-thon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean he's played
yeah.
a cajillion things.
Yeah.
Just Barry.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Barry. Okay, so Barry like from the HBO show where he's an
That
assassin
works.
who's trying to be
That
an
works.
actor.
Plain Barry. That
Yeah.
works. No, that works.
Cool.
But as far as that was the big question.
Yeah.
What is the difference between the Crucible and Gambit Prime or Gambit in general? And that was one of the things I'm going to be exploring this in the story is talking about is having the Titan say, well, I've done Gambit myself. It's a fun diversion, but there's a different feel to it. There's just something off about it. And then you're talking about, knowing that Guardians have died when they've done this, but at the same time, I go back to that one, the one when you're on the Malfeasance quest, and you go on that quest for the Drifter, and you see the Guardian's image burned into the stone, and it's like,
Oh, Shin's mentor.
Shin's mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's when you're like, well, yeah, okay, maybe Guardians have died during Gambit, but Guardians have been killing other Guardians before Gambit. So why is he a target?
Well, that's Dredge and Yor. That's
Yeah,
the most notorious of all
Exactly.
Guardians.
That's the thing. This is why I want so desperately to write a tie-in novel for Bungie, because that really would be a dream job moment. I make no bones about it. It would be a dream job moment. All right, so the last
Call
thing,
up. Show me what you got.
Oh, what you want to hit it again? All right, I'll hit it again.
Then I got to talk to you
Show
about,
me what you got.
I got to talk to you about enhancement cores.
Yeah. Well, what do you want to talk about with enhancement cores?
Okay, so enhancement cores are what we lovingly call in networking as a single point of failure. Like they're the thing that congests the economy, if maybe depending on how many you kept when you started Forsaken.
However, there's a resource with enhancement cores that I have been neglecting a lot. I've been neglecting a lot. It was there's this matter weave
Yep.
that you get.
Yep.
I keep forgetting to use that stuff.
Okay.
If you use that, start getting cores left and right. But
Right.
you're saying that a lot of people aren't using using the Matter Weave. So what's the option that we got in the latest?
Okay,
TWAB?
so the only other ways to get them are, well, that's not true. There's a couple different ways to get them, but they're not as plentiful as some of the other things. So what Bungie is doing beginning with the Season of Opulence
We'll get to that in a second, Paul Fisher. Hold on a second.
is right now there's scrapper bounties, and with some of the scrapper bounties, depending on what they are, you can get enhancement cores.
Just drop it, boom, you get the enhancement.
Well, you get whatever the
and
activities
sometimes
are.
you get multiple enhancement cores. I've seen.
Right,
Yeah.
but sometimes they're, get kills with all three weapon types of the Crucible. Like they're all very, very different.
Yep.
So scrapper bounties will go away next season.
Really?
If you have them, they'll stay for the up
Okay.
to 7 days duration, so you can get them done. But they're going away. Okay, and so what is going to happen is the gunsmith is now going to have daily and weekly bounties that can be purchased for gunsmith materials, which we all have a cajillion gunsmith
Yeah.
materials, and then some of those bounties will have an enhancement core as a reward.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I can go with that. I can go with that.
So reason to talk to Banshee 44.
And yes, Obi, there are tons of ways of getting enhancement cores. I totally agree with that. But I was actually stacking up enhancement cores left and right when I remembered using the Matter Weave, and that's that red cube that you sometimes find.
Tangled matter weave.
Yeah, exactly, something like that.
Something like
it's
that.
it's in your inventory.
Right.
Take advantage of it. Make sure you drop it before
Right next
you go
to
on
the
a strike.
Queen's tinfoil that you never touch.
That too. But
Mercury?
anyway, Mercury. All right, unlocking Mercury. Because Paul Fisher had a question, and we asked chat. We said, "Do you have any questions?"
Yes.
And there you go. Mercury. How do we unlock Mercury? Well, one of the ways of unlocking Mercury is you should unlock Mercury already when you're doing the Red War. But if you're talking about unlocking Mercury as a regular destination, that comes with the Curse of Osiris, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you get Curse of Osiris, boom, Mercury becomes unlocked, and then you go there, and then you realize it's this planet where you, for whatever reason, cannot access your Sparrow.
No sparrows.
Yeah.
One
One,
lost sector.
yeah,
One public event.
that's pretty much it.
You're-
And
so-
the public event is a
right.
pain in the ass.
Obi, you're right. What I typically do, because I have a ton of legendary marks, shards, legendary marks, is every day I go to Spider and I buy one enhancement core for 10 and one enhancement core for 20. And then, because I have a cajillion planetary resources, whatever he's charging for legendary mark, I just buy them back. So I'm hoping that it's the Dreaming City planetary resources, because I have 3,400 of them.
Oh, you're talking about the Barian Bow.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a lot of that
Yeah,
stuff.
at one point I had 2,400 the things from the Tangled Shore,
Yeah.
and I'm like, 10 of these buys a legendary mark. Okay, done. So the whole storyline, and I'm not sure how to start Mercury and Curse of Osiris.
All right. Well,
Okay.
once you finish the Red War, there should be an icon by Mercury, and it'll be a you can't miss it. It's the eye symbol, right? It's the
Eye of Ra?
Yeah, the Eye of Ra. Yeah. You'll see that, and you
The
just
music
click on
for
that.
Mercury is amazing. Let me just say that.
Oh my god, it's what it reminds me of the score for Stargate. It has a very Stargate kind of, and the thing that bothers me,
true.
they have never released the Curse of Osiris or the Warmind score, and I really wish they would, because the Curse of Osiris music is gorgeous. The I did, but it isn't. Yeah, I think you should check that again. And also look at the Marvinsky. No, he shouldn't have had the boost. He shouldn't have needed the boost for leveling up. That's not the issue. For whatever reason, he's having a tough time accessing.
Well, you just got Steve through that, right? Did
Yeah.
You get Steve to Mercury?
Yeah. I got Steve through all of it. We are one step away from unlocking the Dreaming City. And what Nick is talking about is on Tuesday nights I do this thing with Steve the Blind Gamer. Steve is legally blind, and I've been his Sherpa through Destiny 2. So we call it the Blind Leading the Blind. And every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. on this Twitch stream, you can watch me and Steve Saylor, and we basically go through that together. It's been good times.
Paul, check and see if you go to the Traveler, see if there's something to talk to Ikora about, because that might be what launches your quest step from
Yeah,
Mercury.
if I remember correctly,
Because Ikora was Osiris' student, and that's
Right.
the tie. So I think you have to talk to her. That might actually be the missing thing that you have to do.
yeah. The other option is that you go basically, and the way you can check that is
Never
you
heard
can
Curse of Osiris called Ku before.
coup.
COO
No, I would never call it coup.
Well,
It just sounds
Marv
weird.
did.
I mean, oh, there it is. Coup.
of Osiris.
Of Osiris, which is kind of redundant when you think about it. But anyway, so pull up your director, Paul, and then there, if I remember correctly, it's L2 on a PS4, but you do the L2 trigger, and it should slide out your to-do list
Yeah.
of different things that's out there. It will tell you what step to do. If you ever get lost, that's what you do.
Might be talking to Ikora.
Yeah,
We'll
so
see.
you
When
might
you,
be
when you
talking
get done
to
with
Ikora.
what's for dinner, Paul?
Yeah, what?
I have to bring dinner home for the wife.
All right.
Yeah.
So I think it's time for us to wrap up. So just remember, folks, if you want to be part of the show, by all means, come on by the stream and hang out with us. There is a to-do list. Yes, there is. But you can go on ahead and hang out with us here at twitch.tv/the T Monster. But you can also check with us at happyhourfromthetower.com. We will sometimes put some reviews up there of the TWAB. We'll be talking about different things that we'll be doing. You can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, all different places like that. You can also reach us at 703-791-1701, and you can leave us a voicemail. And that's 703-791-1701. And the cool thing about leaving us a voicemail is we will make it part of the show, and we will play it in the show. Ninja! E-Ninja, you just missed. We're getting ready to wrap up the show here. But don't worry, we'll be hanging out for a few more minutes afterwards. Anyway, 703-791-1701. That's our voicemail, and also you can drop us a message on WhatsApp. We'll cover whatever question you have Destiny related on the show. You can also drop us a line at podcast@happyhourfromthetower.com. And that's all I've really got to say about where to find us. Nick, do you have anything you wanted to add?
No, we're good. I think this is a nice place to stop. Aren't we protected by a
I'm about to get to that.
No derivative share like.
Yes, I'm getting to that. Even though I've finished my bourbon. Just remember, folks, the Happy Hour of the Tower is protected by a non-commercial, no derivative share like United States people no license. You can find out more about that license at creativecommons.org. Not bad. Twitch for Dummies available at bookstores everywhere. Go ahead and pick that up. The Books of Modern Dossier, which you cannot find right now within reach, but that's okay. That is found on Amazon.com. And hey, if you like Twitch for Dummies, there's also Podcasting for Dummies, also available, and I may be on later today / tonight, depending on whether or not I play with Nick or not. Best way to make sure to keep up with where I'm going to be on Twitch is to check all these social links. When I go live, you can go ahead and find me there. You can put the books down now.
No, I'm good. This is
Sidekick. You can also
butthead.
You can also click that purple heart above the screen and go on ahead and give me a follow. It's always the easiest way to be notified when I go live. You can also drop a sub, and you can get some quick, some really cool sub emotes specifically for this channel. You can spam those everywhere. So anyway, on behalf of Nick, on behalf of Brandon, who is not here, on behalf of Ovi, who just woke up, eyes up, Guardian. Time to give up the ghost. The first round's on us. Unicorn, it's all about breath control. I got my degree in theater from James Madison University, so I got the diaphragm support. It's all for the diaphragm.
He did the entire monologue soliloquy from Hamlet underwater.
I did. Man, don't talk about water. Shit.
It could happen.
I've been
Oh, that's right. You were swimming.
swimming, baby. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. This is extra content, by the way. We're winding it down. So what's going to happen,
Exclusive
chat?
for you guys. and
Exclusive
gals
for
in
people
chat.
who are hanging out in chat, which I do appreciate. So basically, what happens is that I go through this audio and then I edit it down, and then we get like a 30 to 45 minute show.
Yep.
And we post it, and that's going to happen this week. So anyway,
I'll be posting a new episode of ADHD D&D, which is our Dungeons and Dragons podcast, gameplay podcast. That is,
I just got a missed call from Ron. I don't know what happened there, but hey, thanks for the phone call, Obi. No, I didn't realize that you were. That you were. You know, I was respecting Ron's ability to get some sleep. The man pulled a 30-hour day. I was not gonna say, "Hey, Ron, join us for that." So, you know, no. Did not want to do that to my boy Ron. All right, so anyway, chat. Thank you all so much for joining us. This was a hella fun, hella great. Yeah, 30-hour day, Ninja. He was traveling for a family event, then came back, and he's burned out. Oh, I didn't even change the title. I missed changing the title. That's what I forgot to do. Okay, what's our stream time? Oh, hour 35. Not bad, but you know what? I don't want to keep Nick any longer because Nick got here earlier. For those of you who just missed a chat, Nick,
I'm waiting for the waiting for the wife boss to get back to me.
yeah, well, Nick was the saint. He came by early to do to help me out with something in the lawn. I basically asked Nick.
Oh, he's trying to connect with you
Oh, you're trying to connect with me?
on a spiritual level
Yeah. Okay. I can.
in the ascendant realm.
In the ascendant realm, in the ascendant plane. All right,
Ascendant plane.
did you want to go? Did you want to go run it? Is that what you're saying? Talk to me.
Goose.
Talk to me, Goose. Let me go on ahead and yeah. I honestly, I thought you were just out. So when, because dude, I mean, it's a 30-hour day, man. You need some sleep. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead. So anyway, going back to what I was saying earlier about Nick. So Nick, basically, I said to Nick, hey, I think it's just gonna be a 2-man crew for us today. And then I said, hey, Nick, would you mind bringing your electric chainsaw over, because I've got a log, and I do want to stand corrected on that, because man, I was wrong about that. I had a log for Nick. It was a
Drafty's
branch.
got jokes.
What was that?
Drafty's got jokes.
Yeah, Drafty's got jokes. I needed help with my lumber support. Absolutely. So I asked Nick to come over, and then it turns out that I had several large branches. Discord?
He wants you to connect on Discord.
Oh, you want to connect on
join
Discord?
the audio.
All right. Let's
And then your wife just magically appeared with more from the side of the house.
No kidding.
Like, hey, honey, here's all this other stuff to cut
And I
up.
was like, crap, I forgot about that. And I wound up really working Nick hard, and I feel bad about that. So I don't want to keep him for too long. Do not want to keep Nick for too long.
Who makes this chair?
Huh? Oh, OP seat or op seat, depending on which one they call it.
Okay.
But basically, this
OP seat, lumbar support. This chair's money.
you digging it?
Oh my god.
Well, here's the thing.
I had to move the thing down, but this is so good.
I'm telling you, man. If you want to get a seat like that, use Layla in your checkout, and you get like a 20% discount off.
Why would it be Layla?
Because it comes from our friend Aura,
There you go.
and I'm going to go ahead and give a quick shout out to Aura, because Aura is money. He's good people.
He is good people.
He is really good people. Just really good people. Aura.
Yep.
And yeah. And then here's someone else that here's something else too. Now since we're talking about things like discounts and stuff like that, we are not. Well, no, actually, a sponsor. Try that again. Sponsor.
Did you rejoin the affiliate program?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got as far as I know, I've got the right.
I sent you the email.
Yeah, I've got the right link for it. I'll
Okay.
double check it. But basically,
With the new affiliate program, you don't actually need a promo code because it creates
really?
a link that's specific to this.
Then it must be. Then it
You
must be
might
this
on
one.
the old one. Yeah.
Okay,
We'll fix it.
We'll fix it in post. But basically, yeah, if you want to get some of the cool stuff like the hat that Nick is wearing, or if you want to get some of the stuff that you see me wear on stream, that's from Hangry Gamer Gear, and that's hangrygamergear.com. And if you use the term happy hour at checkout, or if you use the link that we provide, you can get 20% off your order.
Yep.
So
Time itch.
all good stuff. So yeah, Obi was trying to reach me. Let's see if we can get him on here.
I just got nice, super soft throw blankets.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they make them with each of the 3.
There he is.
Well, we're echoing.
Well, we got an echo. Obi, can you turn off the echo?
I could do anything you want, sir.
Oh, listen to that. Listen to that. He
Mute
sounds
the stream.
He sounds so much chipper now that now that he's gotten some sleep. Oh man. A 30-hour day. Man, you are a champ. You are a champ. All right, everybody, just so you know that sultry voice that is coming in on the stream at the 11th hour, that's Obi Orion.
That's Gall.
Or his coach, as we call him, or Gall, whichever one you want to say. How are you feeling, Obi?
I'm tired.
I'm serious, man. I didn't want to impose on you
Don't scare my
to
ghost.
come on the show, man, because
I woke
you
up.
needed
I
to
was
get
like,
some
the
sleep.
podcast. Where is it?
That's money. That is so money. I love it.
Scared
I
my
love it.
ghost.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine.
So did you finish it?
Yeah, I
I missed
did.
the beginning of the show. Did you finish it?
Well, if you joined my Discord, which just popped up in
You two
in the
can do
chat,
a show
but
by
you
yourself. I'm not doing another one. I have to feed the wife
I hear you.
whenever she gets
But
back.
I'm going to go ahead and drop in that Discord link again just in case. But yes, I got it. So
Great.
just so you know what happened.
Is that
Obi,
just for the cast of the show, or can chat people jump in? Discord?
anybody can jump in.
We have a Discord.
Chast, yeah, we have a Discord. We have the separate Discord, but this Discord is my Discord. It's T's not so secret layer.
Oh yeah, no.
But Obi, so here's what happened.
We have them per podcast.
We kept getting me and Wabbit Killer. Oh, by the way, Wabbit was like 11 beers in. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah, I figured that was going on too. That was another thing that was. It was starting to get to me. I didn't want to say anything, but it was starting to get to me. Yeah, because I played with him before, and the man does not just die like that and giggle all the time. Normally, when the man dies, he says "what?" and he gets frustrated, and then
I hear that.
okay, I know what I did wrong. I'm not going to do it again. But he kept doing it again and again and again. I was
Yeah.
like,
Well, here's what happened. We kept dying at the same point.
I did pull an Irish accent on Obi last time we played.
Oh, did you know?
I did. I have an apology for that too.
oh, I knew you were drunk too.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I said
Bad.
Irish accent. I'm like, hey, all right, we got to such and such. I'm gonna refill my drink. Bye. Like there was no goodbye. There was no.
Wow.
I'll be right back.
Wow.
It was just. Yep. And then
See
I got
ya.
it. That little message.
Peace out,
where did
bitches.
you go? And I'm like, oh,
All right.
I guess I left.
So here's what happened, Obi. Basically, we got joined by Junior, and the same place that we kept dying was the spot where,
Seventh.
well, we would get to the knights, but then Savitson would have these axiom bolts, and we were just
the heat seekers that you
Yeah,
can't
and we
get
were
away from.
constantly getting
Yep.
pummeled by them. Well, eventually, finally, Junior said, "Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go to the cheese spot and just hang out." So it was up to Wabbit and me to hold off, get past the axiom bolts. Once we got past the knights, and we got past the axiom bolts, I took out the knight on the left. He took out the knight on the right. More axiom bolts. We got through that. We died a lot, but because Junior was up in the cheese spot, up in the safety spot, everybody left him alone.
Okay, there are two different cheese spots. There's the cheese spot behind the rock, and there's a cheese spot which is pretty much almost off the ledge.
The one,
Which one was he in?
it was the one that was up on the far left, the spawn point. He was there.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
was
so
one-
he's still on the map, so he can still participate. He can still shoot
Yeah.
and do stuff.
Yeah, but he was holding back. And you know what? The time that I got found out by one of the knights up there, it was because I took a shot.
Yep.
So he laid low. He laid low, and it was just me and Wabbit. Wabbit ran the football. He took it up to the shield, took the shield down. I stepped out. One Nova bomb. We were done.
Yep.
And
Yeah, I didn't have. I mean, when he said that was a pretty smooth run, was it? And I'm thinking to myself, no, because I've been to the boss and spent less than 10 minutes in this room.
yeah, well, I mean,
What-
yeah, and it also didn't help. It also didn't help when I killed the boss prematurely. I was just trying to weaken the boss, and then when when I was there, I was like, oh crap, are you kidding me? I killed the boss prematurely, and I felt like a moron. But lesson learned. Didn't happen a second time. Learned from my mistakes, and it was a good time. It was really a good time.
Well, welcome to the Thorn community.
Thank you very much. Real quick, chat. We're just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do some preliminary. Gonna do some preliminary planning here. We're gonna go ahead and I want you to copy that message. We're gonna find somebody to raid later on. Right now, we're just hanging out. This is our post show chat, and going ahead and just hang out with us right here. We're catching up with Coach, who graciously, after about 29 hours of staying up, went on ahead and tried to grind with me a little longer to get the Thorn.
I need the retold tale.
The retold tale?
Yes.
All right. That was a good time, though. I honestly, Obi, that felt like it reminded me of a Nightfall. You, me, and I think it was Nick. The three of us that were doing on Mars. I vaguely remember it, but it was like one of these things where we were at that Nightfall for something like 2 or 3 hours, and it was like 2 a.m., and we were just determined mother effers to finish that damn Nightfall. And I think that's why I enjoyed the last step in the Thorn so much, because it felt like a return to form for strikes. What did you think?
Of that strike itself?
Of that particular strike, that particular feel for that strike, yeah.
It's more of, how can I explain it?
As honestly as you like, Obi.
It's a difficult situation that is not difficult once you know it.
Yeah.
There was a time where say what was the name of the one strike on Earth back in D1 that everybody bowed out on? It was with the lady the witch that screamed.
Omnigul. That bitch.
Marv loves Omnigul.
Yeah, Marv loves Omnigul.
I love that strike. Everybody else would leave, and I thought the coolest thing they did was when they made it so that if you go in the room, you couldn't leave again.
Attention chat. We have found something that Marv and Obi.
That's what this one felt like. This felt like an Omnigul strike, and like the Omnigul strike, he almost got penalized if he killed her too soon. So it just felt that way.
Yeah. But it was, it was as frustrated as I was getting at one point.
Funny.
I was absolutely digging it. I was digging the experience. It was really a lot of fun. So yes, and that
was the thing. In on that mission, at this point in time, you and I are in two different places.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It's sort of like if you and I were to go to a raid right now. And you've done the raid many times, and you know this raid can be done in 40 minutes on a slow pace, right?
Right.
And yet here you are 2.5 hours later. and it's like, you're like, Jesus Christ, I could have done this 3 times by now. I could be off doing this. Meanwhile, there'd be, say, me, who has never been in this. I'm going, this is great!
Well, hey, you know what? In a weird way, that's kind of what was happening Friday when you were helping me with the grind for the pulse rifle. I didn't realize. No, seriously, Nick.
No. I just found I couldn't find the stats earlier. So I'll let you get back to your pulse rifle. We've run Strange Terrain 10 times.
Wow.
Our highest score in Strange Terrain is 88,000.
Wow.
Our highest score in the Corrupted is 5,000.
Yes.
And between the two is Sabbath and Song, which was 48,000 and change. So we just missed that 50K. But
yeah, I know. I remember that one. That one was heartbreaking. But I was saying to Ron, Ron had never run the Corrupted as a Nightfall, and so I was like, wow,
that was tough.
And Ron was like, at the very end of it, Ron was like, yeah, it's the first time I've ever run it. And I was like, what? So yeah, it was really fun.
But I've run the strike and the Nightfall aren't that different. There aren't, the mechanics aren't any different.
The modifiers.
It's the modifiers.
It's just the modifiers.
Yeah, it's just the modifiers. And I
so,
know
I'd run the strike many times.
Right.
And I knew after the first time I ran it that I really never want to be here again. But I've run it like between 5 and 10 times.
The Corrupted?
The Corrupted?
Yeah, the Corrupted.
So the first time I ran it was with
the Nightfall. That was a real. That's when I realized I had never been in it as a Nightfall, but
As a
I did
Nightfall,
it many
right.
times.
the first
And I
time
was
I
in
ran it. It was on I was with two randos, and it was not enjoyable because I don't remember which titles they had. But anytime I get thrown in with two people with titles, and before I even spawn, they're halfway gone. I'm like, oh great, I'm speed running with two people I don't know, and I'm not fast.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
have many things, but fast is not on the list.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The third time, I think the second or third time I was in that strike, I was in it only because it was the challenge from Petra, one of the bounties,
Yep.
was to run that strike ascended, wearing the ascended gear.
Right.
So that was the only reason I was in there. Because I wanted that transcendent blessing mod. I wanted to complete that set. And Obi doesn't do the ascendant challenges
Right.
almost ever.
Yeah.
So that was like okay, a strike I could do. That's no problem. So I'm in there in the strike. And the other two were nowhere to be found. They hadn't left the strike. They were off hunting eggs.
Eggs. Yeah, eggs. Eggs or lore. One or the other, yeah.
So yeah, they were hunting eggs and lore, and I'm in the strike to get my transcendent blessing. So again, when the goals don't match, the team doesn't function well.
Yep.
So, and I was plotting ahead, and then I said to them, "Listen, are you guys even doing this?" I messaged them. I never message other players in the middle of the game. You know that. I just play the game. I actually stopped, looked up their names, messaged them, said, "Are you doing this or not?" Because I was about to do
That's
what
funny.
every other player does to me.
That's funny.
If I'm lagging behind doing
just-
other stuff,
you just
they go and die,
Yeah.
forcing me to join them.
Well, I mean,
Right?
you know,
So before I did that, I said, "Are you doing the strike or not?" And they said, "Listen, this is what we're doing. We're really sorry." And I waited.
okay, at least they were cool
But
about
they-
it. At least they were cool about it.
No, but at least they weren't complete douches about it because
That's
they could have gotten what they wanted and then left entirely, right?
Yep.
That would have.
I've had that happen.
I would have written a horrible message to them had they done that. But they did eventually join.
Well, I mean,
You just hit the wall. Like that was like visibly like you were just like boom.
yeah. I mean, no, really. When I've never heard Obi hit a wall.
I was talking about you. Like just a second ago, you were just kind of like. like
Oh no,
it's,
no. I mean, no. I
Show me what you got.
No, and chat. By the way, right now this is just the post show. This is the post recording show. We're just hanging out, just chit chatting away.
This is like the only time I stream. By the way, you guys know like this podcast. I'm not on Twitch. I'm on Twitch.
Well, you'd better be taking notes because you and I are gonna be talking about this at AwesomeCon.
That's true.
We're gonna coordinate. Don't worry.
No. Yeah, I'll be handing out prizes, and you and Brandon can do all the talking.
that's for the big score, buddy. That's the big score.
No.
Wait.
Like how to Twitch?
Yeah.
I can't add a whole lot to that.
Yes, you're gonna have to.
All right.
Either that or Obi has to come up from South Carolina. I gotta write to Becky.
Did I tell you the 3 things I'm doing at Escape Velocity?
What are you doing to Escape Velocity? No.
So 2 writing workshops.
Oh, nice.
And last year I did one with our buddy
Congratulations.
Rob Aldrich.
Yeah.
was on it.
Oh, Rob Aldrich, good people.
One is for adults. One
Okay.
is for teen aspiring writers.
Nice.
And Lyric is going to be on that with me.
Oh no! Yeah, I remember Lyric mentioned that. Oh, I forgot to mention this on the show. You guys will love this. Hang on a second. I got to find her name.
While you're looking it up, I'll tell you the third thing.
Okay, go for it.
It's called Science Fact.
Ooh.
All of the things in science fiction that have become part of our daily lives.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I dig that.
And no spoilers, but 5 of them are from Black Mirror. So, link the streamer. Which streamer?
What was that?
I don't know. Marv's. Oh, he's trying to get you to link. Yeah, T's looking it up.
Yeah.
Once he puts his glasses on, you know he's looking something up.
Yeah. Okay. So
Mine are not. Mine
all
are
right.
Tony Stark glasses. They're.
Yeah.
But you were talking about the pulse rifle. You were talking about your thing.
Link the. Wait. Iralik the streamer? Iralik? I don't know. I have no idea what that
I think he's saying link, whatever link to whatever
I'm not
streamer
sure.
you're talking about.
Maybe he's speaking in tongues. I'm not sure. Okay, so I forgot to tell there was this great story that happened. So Saturday morning after when I didn't do the streaming, I was just as Marv would say, I was knackered. I was completely baked.
Hold on.
But we went to a okay, go for it. But we went to a book festival, and there was a panel I was sitting on where they were talking to and Lyric was there. Turns out, and there were four or five young adult authors, and this one I'm going to do a quick shout out to her, L.L. McKinney. She is the writer of A Blade So Black, which is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland. And
I like it already.
but here's the thing about L.L. McKinney. They asked everybody in the panel. They said, okay, when it comes to writing, what do you do to relax? What do you do if you are stuck in a story? What do you do to kind of decompress or to get yourself back into a groove? She was the first one to grab the mic, and she said, I fire up my console and I snipe people in Destiny. And my fist went up in the air and went, my people! And I had to find out. I had to find out from this author. And again, it's L. And if you want to find her on Twitch, sorry, not Twitch, on Instagram, it's LL_MCKINNEY, LL_McKinney. And she kept going back to that. She was like, "Oh yeah. If I get stuck in a story, if I get stuck writing, I immediately go into Destiny and I just snipe people. It just makes me feel better."
Every week, somebody like I'll tell like, if I'm teaching like malware hunting or something like in a class, I'm like, "Listen, I like you guys. I like all you guys, but between the travel and the hotels and the time and in the class and everything else, by this time on Friday, like I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna punch aliens in the face." That's what I'm going to do. So, but to tie it back to security go, and here's the deal. If I get home and someone has stolen my PlayStation and my flat screen and they're gone, would I have locked the door and set the alarm before I left town? Would you do security differently if you knew you were going to get hit?
Oh, nice.
And they go, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Like, yeah, so you want to wait until somebody steals your PlayStation, or do you want to friggin' lock it up, dude?
Nice way to put it.
Yep.
Nice way to put it. So what I went back to, I went up to L afterwards, and I said to her, I said to L, so tell me something. I need to know. What do you mean? And I said, I'm looking at you, and I'm like thinking, you're a Titan. And she looked at me and she smiled. She said, I do occasionally Titan. Sometimes I Warlock. And I just looked at her and I said, you're a hunter, aren't you? Yes. And she just smiled and went, yes, I am. And what happens? Serena right next to me goes, yes! And I'm just like, you little brat. I don't know where I went wrong, chat. I don't know where I went wrong, but there you have it.
Brandon,
so yeah,
Brandon is our hunter representative.
Yeah. Just so you know, chat, the way the fire team breaks down, Brandon mains a hunter, Nick over there mains a Titan, I main a Warlock, and Obi mains a Warlock. I've never seen Obi do anything other than a Warlock. So Obi mains a Warlock. I mean, have you ever tried any other classes, Obi, or are you just more of a Warlock guy?
I have all three. Are you kidding? Are you
okay?
kidding?
Well then, I never see you play. I never see you play then, other than a Warlock. That's my point.
We went through the Titan Tuesday. We did that together for a long time. It was our Titan.
Yes, we used to, but I don't see you playing a Titan anymore on Titan Tuesday.
Here's how I play nowadays. I play the Warlock until the Warlock gets to 700 and is secure in 700, as in like multiple loadouts.
Right.
Which I've recently achieved.
Okay, so
and then I start. So like for Iron Banner, I started doing the Iron Banner season week. I fire up the next character because Iron Banner is just so easy. I mean, well, who doesn't have the Wise and Rebuke by now? And then I'm not sure I do my other characters because there's 7 opportunities for powerful gear.
So
now I don't take the other characters to all the story stuff, because that to me is just a plain waste of time. So like I'm not going to open up all the forges with the other characters. I'm not going to go through the Allegiance stuff with all the other characters. If maybe an off chance to see what the other story side is like.
Right.
But I don't. To me, that's grinding. That's repetitive work, and I oppose repetitive work.
No,
So-
he's about efficiency. That's what we know
Right,
about Obi.
right. That's what we know about Obi. He's about efficiency. So here's my question, Obi, because it got asked. It got asked during the show. So I thought we'd go on ahead and we'd ask you while you're on here. Favorite non-exotic weapons. What are your favorite non-exotic weapons in D2 presently?
In D2, favorite non-exotic.
Non-exotic.
weapons? That's a great question.
Yeah. It was drafty. You asked it. So there you go.
I really like Parcel and Stardust, and I'm not a shotgunner. I really like using Parcel and Stardust. I like that.
I forgot about that. That's a good one. I love me a Parcel of Stardust.
But okay, there's different things. Non-exotics that I absolutely love has to be the Perfect Paradox because of how I got it, what it took to get it. Going to
You got it.
14.
Did you get it when it was when it was new and it just showed up as a quest and nobody knew about it?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So
That's a good one.
of that type of gun, that's one. I also really like the Pinnacle guns because of there's something you had to go do.
Is that the force guns?
And
Those
again,
are
the
crystal guns.
doing of it, the doing is pretty much organic. People grind, complain how much you have to do to get it, but people also miss the obvious that if you just play the game, you're going to end up with the reward anyway. So, but the explosion on the Oxygen SR3 is something to behold, especially if you buff it with a Dragonfly mod. So that's oh my god, that scout rifle, that's just my hung jury come back to life again. So there's that gun. So for scout rifles, I love using the SR, the Oxygen. Shotgunning, which I almost never do. It's right now. It's the Parcel and Stardust. I really enjoy using.
That's a solid one.
That was me with the Basilisk. I never used a shotgun ever, and then all of a sudden I got that one, and I'm like, and I'm super close to the boss. Let me just plow.
Boom. Yeah. Well, Obi, I'm glad to hear that you are well rested and you are feeling better. Because you were, man, after a couple of runs, I just when you said, guys, I'm done, and you were gracious about it too. You were like, you cut to apologize. I'm like, Obi, you've been pulling a 30-hour day. Go to bed. I mean, the funny thing was, and I got to share this with chat real quick. Obi had texted me, dude, get off Facebook and go back to sleep. This is the guy who'd been up for 28 29 some odd hours. And then he hops on the stream and he stays up, and I'm like, you're at 30 hours. Go the F to, as Samuel L. Jackson would say, go the F to sleep.
Oh, and the last gun is the Delirium, by the way. If you don't have that, get it too. Again, it's one of those Pinnacle guns. It is so much fun running around with a machine gun that has over 200 rounds in the chamber.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. Obi, thanks for hopping on at the last minute. Glad to see you're feeling a little better. I will see you possibly, depending on how you feel. I will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early for my next stream. For my next Destiny, like official Destiny stream. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to hop on tonight. I got some words to herd or stuff to do, but this has been a good, productive Sunday. I will say that. I got the Thorn. Pretty happy about that. Obi, thank you very much for helping me with that. And I will.
Have you played with it yet?
Oh yeah, I played with it. I think. And I played with it in Crucible, and I mean, it's cool. It's fun to play around with. I want to see how I do with it in PvE, because people can tell me it's better as a PvE weapon than a PvP weapon. Either way, I like it. I got to get used to the recoil on it, but it's fun. It's fun.
You never have to reload in PvE anymore.
Okay, that's good to know. No,
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
all right, I'll talk to you guys later. All right, take it easy,
See you,
man.
buddy.
Oh, that was a nice little way to end the show. All right, well, everybody, thank you all so much for hanging out with us on chat. We are going to go now and raid Rain, because she is good people. Bring the Rain. That's who we're going to visit. We're going to go visit Bring the Rain. All you got to do, chat, is copy. Let me just go ahead and copy this. Go ahead and copy this. Hang on a minute. You need to copy this into your chat. And when you copy that in chat, we will then go on ahead and we will raid Rain. And I'm just gonna refresh. Yeah, it looks like she is still. I just want to make sure she is still. I've had some bad luck trying to raid people who have not been streaming. Yes, she is still streaming. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna raid Rain. Everybody, thank you all so much for the tips and the bits and the subs and the host, the auto host, and for supporting this channel, for hanging out with us, and for watching this this live stream. It's been hella fun. I really do appreciate it. Let's go share the love with Rain. And thank you all, everybody. We'll see you probably next week, if not the week after. We've got interviews planned. We've got a lot of stuff coming down the pike. We can't wait to share what we've got coming down with you. But right now, let's go ahead and let's raid Rain. Take it easy, everybody. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Peace.